Magic 89.9's Good Times in the Morning.
Let's play.
Listen to the morning show. 6:11 here on this Monday morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Welcome to the month of July as well, Sam.
July. Oh my goodness. So we are officially like second half of the year.
Well, the second half starts tomorrow, but I feel like we say this every week now. I mean, the feeling, obviously, literally, we're not doing that, but it just does go by pretty quickly. And yeah, I think the halfway mark of the year is tomorrow. Usually it's July 2nd on most years. I don't know about the leap stuff. I don't even know what year we're in.
Oh, you're going with like the exact count of the days in the year.
Like 365 divided by 2, usually tomorrow.
Fine, but be OCD like that. Whatever.
Not OCD? No, I mean like, I'm just one day off. Sabi ko na sinabi, Sam, teka lang, July 17 siya.
Don't acid rain on my July parade.
I'm sorry. Welcome to July. It is a Monday morning and day 100 and
what are we?
86, 87? Day 187. My name is Mo. That's Sam in studio. Phone number is 863-10899. We'll say hi to the people over there. Playback in just a little bit. We'll do our general roll call. We have a packed show today. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but Bam Aquino will be here. It is a Monday. I believe Alex will be here. And we said we were going to be bringing in someone new who IG storied it a couple of hours ago.
Oh, you did?
No, I didn't. She did. And I was like, oh, well, that gave it away. But it's okay. I mean,
yeah,
it's
that's
not
fine.
like some kind of secret or anything. But it'd be, I guess, a nice little July surprise if we do it in about 5-10 minutes when likely she gets in studio. So, well, first of all, before anything else, how was KSH, man?
You know, he has this sense of humor that's a little unexpected. Doesn't say much, but, you know, cracks people up. And he was so game and he did so much. He sang so many songs. So parang it was like a fan meeting / fan con. Of course, the fans were thrilled. It was great.
Let's go back to the unexpected humor. What does that mean? I mean, it almost sounds that could totally be like you're complimenting his humor or you're not really insulting.
Entirely a compliment. I guess I just based on Queen of Tears. Although when you look at his appearances in other shows, he's very Kankoy then. You know, he can do the Kankoy very well. Yeah. So I guess it's not very surprising.
You know who's like that? I mean, we've said it a couple of times. Eric Bana, if you remember him, he was kind of like a comedian or something. Yeah, he was a comedian in Australia. And then, of course, he gets to Hollywood and it's all serious roles. But yeah, there's a little Kankoy factor there as well. Of course, Jim Carrey started off Kankoy, but can do a lot of the drama stuff. Adam Sandler, same thing. Ben Stiller, maybe even. But yeah, no. So did you have fun?
I did. Although I was really lutang. I did not get much sleep the night before. The anxiety plus like an afternoon coffee that was a little too intense. So I was like, oh my gosh, please help me survive.
Anxiety still about this stuff, man?
I get so nervous.
Was he up there with your most nervous celebrities that you had to kind of welcome to the country?
I think so, because there was so much excitement around him coming over, you know? Yeah, that's always a lot of pressure.
I started following LMH on Instagram earlier this morning.
Time?
I know.
What took you so long?
Because he doesn't have boobs and, you know... Just kidding. Yeah, I just started following the LMH. I'm just prepping for my Pachinko next season of Pachinko, which is coming up, of course, next month. Which, again, if we go with radio time, next week. But I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, so we got a packed show for you again today. We'll say hi to the people, like I said, on the stream in a little bit. Oh, there's a nice little thing going on the stream now.
What's that?
You can donate to the show.
Yeah.
By hitting that little green sign with like $1 on it. And if you do that, any amount really, your messages will get this nice little colorful highlight. It's really cool. Just a nice way to support the show if you can. Please do attack that button, as the influencers say. In the meantime, let's go with Ari here. All the way till 9 o'clock we are today. You're listening to Good Times on Magic 89.9. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Magic 89.9's Good Times in the Morning.
Let's play.
Ariana Grande at 6:19. Morning show here on Magic 89.9. It being a Monday, we'll have a lot of stuff to talk about here for the next 3 hours. So stick around. But let's start with what we love doing is a little roll call wherever everybody is around the world. Oh my God, look, people are donating. Somebody just donated €6 from Madrid. Thank you so much, Ida. Vine, $10 from Chicago, Illinois. It's in USD.
Whoa.
SC, $2 from SC. Again, I'm assuming that's South Carolina where that is. Tinsight from Canada, $35.
What is the conversion rate? I have no idea how to react to these. I know. That's a big number. It's good. That's good. Wait, what happens to this money? Like, I don't get it.
It goes to me. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
We'll find a way to distribute it if it gets to be some outrageous amount.
Where is the pot?
I will get a pot. Joyce from Vegas, $25. Guys, that's too much. 99 cents. That's all. I mean, $25. Jesus,
this is getting like very parang donation marathon for you know
like
how
we're
they
Facebook
do that.
Selling channel.
Yeah,
it's too much money, guys.
It's a little odd.
Appreciate it. Buy a shirt instead.
Gosh,
no, give everything. But somebody did on the podcast the other day, 1,500.
What?
Yeah, somebody donated like $1,500.
Like dollars?
No. Peso, but that's still a lot on the show. But na-excite ako kasi nakita ko 1,500. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then it's a peso. I'm like, oh. That I would never say it's too much, guys. Let's get a roll call going, though, for everybody. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Casmont is in Switzerland. Jules is in Dallas, Texas. Thanks for being here. Tondo for Kim. Crosses in Ilocos Norte. Jan is in Monterey, California. Fremont, California for Yar. South Carolina, again, as we said. Brisbane, Australia for... Don't go too fast. Okay, Alvin's in Christchurch, New Zealand. Jordan's in Sydney, Australia as well. Maki is from Wimbledon, which is a huge tennis tournament starting tomorrow. Sam, I know that you probably don't follow, but Wimbledon, huge. That's tomorrow. Bikutan for Skyrus. Patrick's in Sydney, Australia. Kay Serrano is in Laguna. Thanks for being here. Doc Hunt, don't know where you are, but Nick is in Doha Airport. It's also called Airport, which is the best airport in the world this year. That's in Qatar. Princess, thanks for the $5, Princess, from Hayward, California. Appreciate you. Dwayne's in Florida. Oh, wait, hold on. I lost everybody. I got to go back up. Texas in Edmonton. Mel's in Vancouver, Canada. Let's see. Barangay 892 for Lambert. OC, California for Meloman. Bakersfield for XG. Yamaguchi, Japan is Niwo. Konnichiwa. Is that hello in their world?
What is
Something
that?
Like that? I don't know what that is. That thank you? No, that's arigato. Whatever.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa, I hear a lot. Again, Vine's in Chicago. Junie, Singapore. La. Mary Kate's in the Netherlands. Amsterdam. Jim's in Los Angeles. Tumwater, Washington for Homai. Oh, my goodness. Lower Antipolo for the final boss. Calabasas, California, where I also live in, is for Marupok. Las Piñas for May. Ryan is in Melbourne. Where's Tagum? I don't know. Valenzuela for Riz. Good morning, Riz.
Davao? Is that Davao?
I don't know where that
I think
is.
so.
Outside Cebu for IC, and hello to, okay, I'm just going to say places. Vegas, Antipolo, New Zealand, Australia, Zambales, good morning. Bahrain, hello. Barcelona, Spain, hello. Hayward, California. Dubai, hello. Pobla, of course. One of all the number ones. Tacloban, Alice is in China. Commonwealth QC bitches for Anton. Clark up north, and Elk Grove, California. I'm assuming that's in Los Angeles as well. JN also in China. Shanghai. Rally in Panorama, California. I have to stop now. You know, we should have a time limit.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Like, we're 30-second shout out. That's it. And then we're just going to try to squeeze in as many as we can. And then once that 30 seconds is over, we're not eating up too much time.
I feel like...
sorry, go.
No, it's okay.
No, what? You feel like what?
No, it's like, you know how once
Take your mind before Alex gets in here and takes over.
I know, and someone else is coming over, like literally about to enter the booth as well. Never mind. Go. Next.
Okay. Well, if she's here already, then Patrick, $15, Sydney, Australia. I really do feel like we're a radiothon now or something.
Yes. Again, the pot.
You know,
Tell me.
A couple Francis, by the way, here tuned in. Thanks, friends, for being here. I'm wondering if we should just take a break. Let's take our break a little early.
Oh my gosh, she just walked in. She is.
Yes, we can show our new girl.
Okay, I wasn't expecting her to physically be here because I thought, we were going to do a Zoom thing. Hi, honey. Mwah. But she's here.
Right. Now, Denise is usually the sub when I'm not on the show. She subs in, and you guys talk everything K-drama, K-pop, K-wave, everything. But it's nice to have Denise on the show when I'm here. Hey, Denise, how are you, man?
Long time. Ooh.
Forever. How you
Good
been?
morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, I made it. It's
Yeah.
not that I didn't wake up. It's that I had a bunch
You didn't
of
sleep.
uncool grabs this morning.
You're
They happen.
grabbing too?
They're out there.
I love Grab. Like, I got rid of my Artista van. I got rid of my
Hmm.
everything, and I just live
You
like.
grab everything or no? You have a car, yes?
Well, I can't drive it. It's massive. So
What kind of car is it? Like,
it's a van.
okay.
So, yeah. But
Yeah.
hey,
Ano kung wala na yung artista van mo?
another like a smaller.
Mm.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
a commoner van. There's the artista van
Yeah,
and then
there's-
there's
Commoner.
I don't know about
Commoner
a commoner van. But hi, I miss you. How you doing?
We're good. I'm good, man. It's nice to see you here, Denise. After so many years, we
I
haven't had
know.
you either this or on the podcast. But thanks for making the time. Thanks for waking up. I know you were
course.
kind of pretty late, so let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do our catching up and we'll have all these things to talk about because we owe you guys a break. You're listening to Good Times here on Magic 89.9. Back after this. Don't go away.
Magic 89.9's Good Times in the morning.
You bleeped the wrong word.
He did it on purpose.
You've
I
only
swear.
done this like 50 times.
It's not a bad word. It's not a completely bad word if you miss one letter, right? If we say that all the time. You just take one letter out. It's not a bad word anymore. I didn't hear the F.
There are kids
in-
watching on the way to school, Mo.
The school's out. What are you talking about? It's summer, isn't it? Like
Oh,
break,
wait.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Just
you're
a break
right.
or something
You're
like
right.
that.
You're right.
Don't worry.
You're right.
I'll
Yeah,
recensor in August when everybody is back in school. Welcome to the show, everyone. In studio, Sam's got company, and it's our good friend, Denise Laurel, who is here this morning. Denise, I don't know if you knew this, but Sam hang out with the KSH. Over
I
the
know.
weekend.
We were just talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
We be trading secrets, talking about our experiences. So
You
how
know,
was it?
well, she said she was freaked out, right? I mean, Sam, yeah,
A little bit, yeah. No, there was a lot of pressure around the show.
It was a full house. It looked beautiful.
It was, yeah.
I was on my way, and then my son hurt his ankle, so I wasn't able to go.
Oh, you make it.
I was kicking myself the whole freaking time. I was like, Glenn, I'm so sorry. Wilbros. Thank you, Wilbros.
Oh, is he okay?
Sam, you are obviously you hang out with the country's biggest K fanatics, right? And we know that speaking of K, Kirill is a big fan of everything Korean drama and all that stuff. But is there anyone bigger of a fan than Denise is when it comes to this stuff? I feel like not only do you prove it, you also kind of like renowned for this, right? You are the number one K-Wave fan in the country, I'm assuming.
I don't know about number one. There's like so many. Everybody loves. Why is she looking at me like
What? No.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say it's you, Sam. You're the credible, I guess, opinion here. Does she top most people?
Oh, most people easily, I think.
Okay, does she top Kirill in it?
That's the thing. Okay, Kay is also a huge fan. It's a bit of a toss-up, but in the sense that Kay is not a fan meeting goer,
oh,
but
Yeah.
Denise is. I mean,
Yes.
I've seen her up front and center many
expensive.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fanaticism means lining up. It means waiting for a chance to get a photo. It's sitting there with a sign and all that. I mean,
It's part of the fun of it. It's like going to an NBA game and sitting courtside. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, so
like-
you're a true fan, I think.
yeah, I guess.
yeah, but
in
it
that
takes
sense.
a lot. You know, there are a lot of NBA fans, Denise, and a lot of people can consider themselves the big fans. I don't think I would line up for a meet and greet, though. I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't been in that situation before because most of the time when it comes to NBA stuff, obviously, being a person in the media, you have credentials, so you have access to these players. But I'm trying to think, would I line up, like if there was a Coldplay thing and I would line up for X amount of hours just to see them, or Blackpink, if there's X amount of hours I have to see them, I'm not sure I would do it.
Ever.
Ever?
No, I wouldn't. And I'm going to try to find a way to kind of get to them. Just the lining up thing. I mean, eventually, again, right, I was with Blackpink. We ended up in a room together for like an hour. It's just me
I hate
sitting with the
you.
four of them. And, I take those moments. Pero yung pipila ka, tapos, you're gonna do that. And, oh, man, I don't know. I think it takes a special level of fandom. And that's why, Denise, I will say that you're probably the biggest.
I just think it's fun because like you meet like-minded people. You know what I mean? It becomes like everybody's your best friend. And at the same time, I don't look at these artists with like malice. I look at them as like, I know what you're going through. Like I know how hard you've worked. I appreciate the craft that you put, the thousands and thousands of hours that you trained, and I see you, and that's why I like them. It's not because like I want to date them or I think they're hot.
I'm sure you would want to date them though too.
No,
right?
I'm too old. I could be like their auntie. That I could do, but I don't know about.
How old are you now? You're still in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But when was the last time you guys were on the air together like this? And
I wasn't even a mom yet.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, you were. Yeah, you were. Yes, you were. Yeah, not on the radio. I mean, you were on the podcast. I remember you were all. Oh God, is it? Oh my God, we're gonna need somebody to dig up on the archives of the last time you were here, or at least the last time we were on a show together. I know it's definitely the podcast. I'm not sure. How old is your son now?
He's 13.
Wow,
That's
this
crazy.
is quite a catch up.
Yeah, you were definitely a mom at that point then. But he is gigantic, man. How tall is he now?
He just hit 6'2".
Whoa!
So I know, size 13.5 for men's shoes and 6'2", and he just finally can start sports. So
I'm sorry, at 13.
Yes.
Yeah, 6'2". He's huge.
Yay, thank God he didn't get anything from me.
Wow. I mean, he has your face though. He's adorable.
Thank you. But at least he didn't get my height. So
no, he did not.
That ended. That problem ended at 5 years old.
I know exactly. I can't deny that.
Yeah. At 5 years old, they were like the same. Like, okay, so at least you didn't get my height. You can send that.
Yeah. I was like, you're good, bro. I was wearing his old hand-me-downs because like he was size 7 at like 7 years old. So whatever he would just outgrow, I'd be like, hey, I saved money on the J's. So, or like the Spider-Man special edition Jordans, I'll be like, it's okay because it's going to go to me. Like, we're good.
Kid size, right?
Yeah.
People complain that they can't see you, Denise, because your microphone is this goes back to the height thing. We'll fix it, and during the next commercial, we'll raise our seat a little bit for all the people streaming. But we want to say hi to the people who are, in fact, around the world on playback.tv/goodtimes. The three of us in studio. Bam will be here also in a little bit, and then of course Alex. And it's just gonna be a packed show here all the way till 9 o'clock. Hey, my highlight over the weekend is the Glastonbury festival, which happened. Gosh, where is this? Is this in the UK or where is the Glastonbury? Or maybe one of the Scandinavian places. But it's always that big festival that happens. And Coldplay was performing, and I think they were kind of the big act with a ton of huge acts. And as they sang "Fix You," they brought Michael J. Fox on stage.
Oh no way! What?
Yeah, and he did the bridge for Fix You, which was the coolest thing. Again, if you're a big Back to the Future fan,
I would have cried my eyes out.
Oh, you know what? That's exactly what I was going to write here. If you want to cry.
Oh my God.
If you want to cry, I know it's Monday and it's early. But if you want to shed a little tear, please go on YouTube and watch this performance of Fix You with Michael J. Fox there. He's in a wheelchair already, obviously.
Stop. Kill me now.
Yeah, he has Parkinson's, obviously. We all know this. But him playing the guitar was super cool. In fact, let me just play a little bit. This is only the audio because I know we're on the radio. But just check this out. So Michael J. Fox has got that bridge, the guitar bridge. Now, obviously, he's got a little bit at home. Oh, so good, dude. I just doesn't do it justice, right? Because it's audio, but he's playing it on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Amazing.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I know,
I'm not
me
even
too.
seeing video.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there in his wheelchair, just crushing this bridge. And yeah, if you're gonna do something today, absolutely go that. And then towards the end, where when it comes to these festivals, there's all these countries' flags, like huge. It almost looks like a football event. as if it were the World Cup. And there's just, it looks like 100,000 people out there. And what's great about Fix You, which I think is single greatest song of all time, is at the end they re-sing it with all the people kind of singing.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that they add that little extra piece at the end, which you rarely get to see at a Coldplay concert, is just incredible. So let me play a little bit of that, and then please go to YouTube. And
nearly at the end. I'd like to thank you all for being so generous and so kind, singing so beautifully, and just in general making us happy to be alive. Maybe we could sing the end of that song together. Just have all the lights on all of you and show how great you are at singing. Okay.
People are crying.
Okay,
they got these huge
tears stream down your face when you lose.
That part too.
Yeah.
Tears stream down your face and Okay.
He's so cute.
If in doubt, just say Okay, here we go. The Father of Glastonbury and the surrounding nations. Ready?
And you can see how emotional the guys are on stage when they hear it.
Tears stream. When you lose something, tears stream.
Oh, please don't. That's awesome.
Tears stream down your face. I promise you I'll try to learn from mistakes. Promise you I will learn from the mistakes. Tears stream down your face.
Oh, just
I know, beautiful.
best thing I've seen. Best thing I've seen this weekend.
Beautiful.
Better than KSH.
How dare you?
He just wanted that was the main point of everything he just wanted to do.
Yeah,
He just
just
brought
the
that
one
up
up
to
here.
say that. But what was the highlight of your week aside from KSH?
Oh, me? Hard to beat.
I
Hard to
know.
beat KSH. Yeah. You
Sad.
coming in to join today.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is my highlight of the new week too. Being here, this is cool. I started the week right, waking up with you guys.
Now you've got like a new soap opera or something like that you're part
Yes,
of.
she
Yeah.
does. Tell us the title, D. Come on now.
Okay, I'm filming something. It's been a while. I'm kind of not used to filming anymore. It's called Prinsesa ng City Jail. A classic. Very classic, true telenovela like title. Yeah.
Who's in it? Outside of you.
Just I don't know if I can say it. Like so.
Don't.
Yeah.
Wait, it hasn't aired
No,
yet.
we're not airing yet. Yeah. I think we start in September. So.
Oh, okay. Tagal pa.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
But we're already like on week 8, which is crazy, which I kind of love because usually with Filipino telenovelas, we're like taping as we go. So this is kind of nice. I see some progress and we finish in 16 hours as per the new law. Which is
Wow.
pretty dope.
Right. No longer 27 hours or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. No longer 30,000. Just kidding. 38 hours straight without showering. Like
Tell-
we're good.
Tell us about the role you play.
So she's like completely different. She's of course the contrabida, bida contrabida, but she's like tacky and like
Tacky?
yeah, she's like tacky and like
What?
how do I say it? Scrappy and like a social. Sorry.
You play a bad girl?
Yeah, I'm playing
Exactly.
the baddie.
That was my reaction.
And she's like way older than me. She's like in her 40s,
okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
And she's like a social climber. Her husband is like an old white dude.
Okay, wait. I mean, I can. My initial reaction when you said you play the contrabida was like, what? But then, okay, I guess I can see that. But a tacky contrabida, that's
Yeah,
like
like
a stretch.
I don't know how to speak English.
Okay.
And then my Tagalog is like from the streets Tagalog. Yeah.
Okay, so you're really acting.
Yeah.
You're
It's like I'm
super
learning a new
acting
dialect.
chops.
I literally have to ask people, is this the right way to say this? Is this how you would say it? Which is so hard because I think in English and then I'm reading my script in Tagalog and I'm understanding it in English and then rememorizing in Tagalog. But then now there's an accent over it. So I just
Right.
burned so many brain cells.
Wow.
I mean, you're because you're kind of you're a rich girl Tagalog, right?
No. I mean, like, I just don't speak it that
Straight.
often. Like I just don't speak it that often, like unless I'm working. But this is from the streets, Tagalog. So this is like
Never heard it called streets.
yeah,
Okay.
she's from the streets. Like so like it's different, and she's she does everything she wants without caring about anything or anyone.
Oh, that sounds like a fun character to play though.
We do like I'm really proud of myself. Like I just want to, pat myself on the back real quick, because with the new 16-hour rule, we've been finishing all our like 30 sequences a day, or like 25 sequences. Yeah. We've been killing it. Even if my brain is like double timing with all like the, the accent, and then like my downfall, I'm okay with the streets Tagalog part. My downfall is when they give me bit English words and then I have to sound like I don't know how to speak English. That's like my Roman Empire. That's where I'm like, okay, yeah, does that sound obvious? I'm like, I don't want to be offensive. How would I say it where I'm not offending people? But it's fun. It's fun. Everybody's been so compassionate towards my
September
ordeal. Yeah.
Right.
But thank you. Yeah. So please watch on September in GMA.
Love it. Love it. All right. Sam, I know we have an announcement here before we take a break, or do you want to take the break first and then do the announcement?
I think we should do the announcement first. And, with Denise being the new addition here and stuff like that, I think it's very timely because I have a confession.
What?
See?
What's your
What?
question?
I'm a busagera.
Oh my God. It's too early for this.
Well, that's a script.
You're familiar. You guys are familiar with this, right? The term, it's so catchy. And, us busogeras, we're always on the lookout for something to eat na pasok sa budget, tapos sakto sa chan. So I'm calling all the busogeros and the busogeras. We have so many choices now sa McDo, okay? So we have the McSavers Sulit Busog Meals. 99 pesos na lang for complete meals all day long in all McDo stores nationwide. For breakfast, my cheesy egg desal and longanisa meals. For lunch and dinner, we have the cheeseburger meal. And all day long, my crispy chicken filet a la king, mushroom pepper steak, and chicken McDo meals. Oh yes, these are meals. We're not talking a la carte, okay? So head to your nearest McDo to order McSavers Sulit Busog Meals today.
She was smooth with it.
Wow.
Sabi sa chat room, siguro laki ng bayad para kay Sam yan.
Yeah, laki ng bayad, ah.
Something Sam would likely not just blast out there. We got a song for that too. Yes?
No, your song.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought we were taking a break. No?
Our next break is a little down the line.
Okay. I thought it was okay. I thought
Why are you in a hurry to go on break?
Oh
no, because you said 6:45, and I wanted to make sure we were right on time.
Okay. No, just yeah.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
DJ Mo, I have a request. DJ Mo.
Yeah, go.
Can you play Can you play 17?
By Pink Sweats? Why?
I like that song.
Please give it her. She's so cute.
That's so good.
There we go. Magic.
I would need a million words.
Magic 89.9's Good Times in the Morning.
Let's play.
It is a good song though, Sam. Excellent
Isn't
choice.
it?
Pink Sweats. Oh, I love it. And I always said he's kind of like a bit of a Ed Sheeran feel to him because the songs are very catchy, and I like the math. I like the numbers when people include numbers in their lyrics, and him and Shiran do that all the time. So definitely love it. Hey, Bam is coming in today, right, Sam? You're asking me kind of off air if he is. He said Monday, didn't he?
Well, the thing is, before the day he comes in, I usually get a list of topics.
Confirmation. Yeah, like a confirmation.
Yeah. And I didn't get that. So I'm kind of wondering
Is he?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. Again, that's the part of the show where we just sit here and are
super on brand.
Spontaneously surprised.
Catch up. Yeah.
With whoever joins us. But Denise is here this morning, and we appreciate it. Denise, thanks for swinging by. Of course, super early.
Get ready with me thing.
Yeah, this is the get ready with me. I haven't gotten ready yet.
No, that's great.
Do
That's
it.
fine. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
We were establishing these big K-Wave fan, and I was talking about my fandom for Coldplay, and Sam, your fandom for 17. But I wanted to ask you guys, are you kind of an embarrassed fan about something?
No.
Like you're embarrassed to be a fan of this. You just probably don't talk about it all the time, but deep down inside, you're kind of a huge fan for it. If you have an answer to that, I would love to hear from you. 863-10899, or if you want to throw it on the playback.tv/goodtimes. You're embarrassed to be a fan of blank. Sam, is there something kind of top of your head? Or Denise? GTW Addict says Blackpink. He's embarrassed to be a Black.
Why? Let's talk.
What?
By the end of our conversation, you're going to be so proud to geek out about anything that you like.
Yeah, how are you embarrassed to be a Blink? That's like the freaking coolest thing to do. Dodge says, I'm embarrassed fan of the Spice Girls here.
What?
Okay. Arai says, I'm embarrassed to be the fan of WWE wrestling.
Hey, no, it's kind of fun,
I
though.
had a phase.
I had a phase when I was younger.
Yeah.
Both of you had a WWE
When I was
phase?
younger, like it was the thing to stay up late for.
I think I even had like a costume.
Oh,
I was a kid.
here we go.
I'm embarrassed to be a fan of those like chiropractor videos on YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
The crunchy stuff. Yes.
I'm not
So
embarrassed, but it's kind of gross. Jumping off of what Mo said, I love Dr. Pimple Popper stuff.
Oh no.
Because I
yeah.
wanted to be a dermo-cosmetic surgeon. So I love those, like when they're taking out cysts and like popping pimples.
But there's a huge market for that, Denise, because I think people like the gross stuff. I think if you can't be embarrassed of gross things.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Molly said Taylor Swift. Jim says NSYNC. Definitely do not be embarrassed about that. Double A says Flip Top. That's an interesting answer, to be embarrassed by Flip Top. Here's the answer we're seeing a lot. Beanie. Chomsky says Beanie. Smisky says Beanie. Wanks says secret Beanie fan here.
I love Beanie. They're the sweetest girls ever.
Yeah, maybe because these are probably guys like, they're kind of 40s and stuff. Like I went to when Blackpink was here, I went to their merch sale. So I stood there in line and I could tell everybody was like, "Oh, look at him."
In line.
Yeah, well, for the merch. And I could tell people were like, "Oh, look at him getting his daughter a shirt."
Yeah.
What a great dad that is.
That would be the assumption, yes.
Goddamn kid. Vine, here's an amazing answer. I'm embarrassed to be a Tulfo fan. That as you should. As you should. Mary Kate, who is in Amsterdam, Netherlands, says she's embarrassed to be an OG Diaz fan. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Totally do that.
Totally do that.
Mikey from Barcelona says Olivia Rodrigo. No, that's so.
Why?
She's dope. Yeah, she's Filipino.
Ida says I'm embarrassed to have pajamas with bananas. Huh? Bananas
Never.
in pajamas.
I feel
What
like
do you-
pajama is fair game territory. Like it could be anything. They're
Yo.
pajamas.
Check out my YouTube channel. All the pajamas are there.
Oh, that's right. Dee's room.
Exactly.
It's like what, interviews with the pajamas or stuff like that, or you just kind of everything you do, you wear pajamas in it.
Well, no, just so there's, yes. Just to cut the story short, that we have like a special room where it's like a bedroom and everybody shows up in their magical pajamas. And
It's
then we just
cute.
hang out. Yeah.
Love it. 863-10899. If you want to call us, get yourself on the show. We'll read a couple more here. A says again, embarrassed to be a fan of Beanie. Is that the thing where we think everything that comes from our country is baduy? So if you're a
I
fan of
can't
it,
believe we still do that. And you know what? It's crazy.
no, I'm serious. though.
If they
I'm
make a
serious.
name for themselves in another country, I bet you like they're going to be a Benny.
Oh yeah. Then we're back on it. No,
Yeah.
for sure. It's baduy if it's just kind of locally, and then when they go up to the international stardom, then we change our tune.
Check out their episode on my channel.
Oh, are they on?
Yeah.
Wow.
Episode 1 from like 2 years ago.
Love it.
So you had them on
Wanks.
before they were beanie. Like, wow, that's amazing. Okay.
And now they're so
say-
packed, I can only interview them next year. That's how packed
Yeah,
they
no,
are.
don't say that. Because when that happens to me, when somebody like stupid famous they become stupid famous and then they're on the show, I always sell it like they were there last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're
Like
fantastic.
I was able to book them at their prime instead of booking them 2 years ago.
No, they were already really popular when I guessed.
Yeah, really popular. But look, you can't get them now till next year. So when you say,
they're
"Hey,
so
I had
packed.
Beanie on the show," you sell it like it was just yesterday.
So I lie.
It's a lie by omission. You just said you did have them on the show. You just don't tell it. When do you have them on the show? Loki says, Beanie toxic daw yung mga Beanie fans. That's why it's embarrassing to be their fan.
Toxic?
Because they have
Really?
very toxic fan base.
What?
BTS for L. Okay, I can see that. Here's one. Wang says, I'm a fan of West Life.
West
What year are
Life.
we in? What year is this? Dao says Pokemon. Fine. Maybe if you're a dude. Gulong says Mobile Legends at 40 years old. Fan of Mobile Legends.
Buti wala si Mara. today.
Bihon says slightly embarrassed to be a Star Wars fan.
What? How
I thought that's
dare
always been
you?
cool. Isn't that always been cool?
Yes.
Yeah. What else here? Arai says embarrassed to be a Miami Heat fan. What else is going on here? Beanie songs are bubblegum pop, so they're very catchy. Embarrassed to be a fan of Netflix's The Circle. I have not seen an episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's that dating show? Is that
Oh,
that
it's a dating show. Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then if you're a fan of that, it's kind of, yeah.
the reality stuff?
Icy says, I'm a embarrassed fan of the Hokla girl. You know,
What's
the...
that?
Oh my gosh, you do it so well, Mohan.
What is that?
Don't ask him. You don't need the stuff living in your
In my
brain.
life? Oh,
It's
I think
already, but it's already done. I mean, the Hokla thing is already over.
I
can't believe it.
know. And that's okay, D.
we'll just
Yeah,
leave
yes.
it.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. I'm glad I don't know what it is.
Okay, when it comes to these memes and these things that take over the internet and your feed and all of that, they usually have a very short lifespan. The expiration date is quick. But there are some memes, there are some of these things that kind of lasted forever.
Yeah.
You know, the DiCaprio pointing at the screen has lasted forever. And I'm kind of happy about that because it's a great I mean, yeah, whether in video form, in GIF form, or in or whether it's just a still, it has lasted. The Spider-Man one where they're pointing at each other,
I love that one.
I'm pretty sick of it already, man.
I love that one.
I'm kind of out. Oh, here's a good one. Homai says, I am a embarrassed fan of Game of Thrones the last season. Me too. I keep on defending this.
Me too.
Everybody seems to hate the last season, and I understand why, but you will never, ever hear me say that it was bad. I just understand why people don't like
Me
it.
too.
But
We're just loyal like that.
Yeah, I said this a million times. I take the project as a whole. I don't kind of individually take the seasons and rank them against each other. The whole show is the greatest show of all time. And House of the Dragon, by the way, a little bit later today. Ray says, I'm a fan of Sailor Moon, and I'm in my 30s.
Hey, I love Sailor Moon.
Is he a guy?
It's a show, right?
Yes, it's an anime.
An anime.
A classic.
Yeah.
Iconic.
And you'll see that in Halloween. A lot of people dressed up as Sailor Moon.
Yes.
We got Alex here coming up in just a little bit.
I just
Hold
thought
on.
of something stupid. I
What?
said since I'm mid-sized now for Halloween, if I dress up as Sailor Moon, I'm gonna call myself Full Moon.
Oh,
Sorry,
you
it's early.
You did one of the better Halloween costumes some years back. Denise kind of made its rounds when you were the Khaleesi. It was
that was
an
before Game of Thrones became
incredible-
popular, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Who are you?" I'm like, "You'll know."
Yeah, you dressed up as a Khaleesi, which was so well done. And maybe because you kind of look like her, and then when you do the white hair and all that stuff, it looked amazing. Jeff in Sydney says Twice. I'm embarrassed to be a Twice fan.
What? How could you?
Is this about like being a guy, like an adult man, and pining after these K-pop girl groups? Is that the embarrassment factor?
I don't know because like I'm
oh my god! Okay, there's so much happening
Bam,
on the
okay, Bam's
show.
here.
Like
Yeah.
Alex just
You got
joined
Alex.
us, and then now Bam walked in. I'm like, oh my gosh! Hi
I
everybody.
think it's because of you don't want to be judged as being a creep. Like when
yes,
when I,
the creepy factor.
but see, I embrace it. So when like at work, when I tell everybody I'm a big Blackpink fan, they're like, "What's that?" And I show it to them, like, "Okay, that's kind of creepy, man. Grow up." I'm like, "Dude, they're the best." And I sit there and I have to defend it. So instead of being embarrassed, I get excited to defend it. And then I start telling them, ranking them, and all of that stuff. It's super cool. Bam, good morning, man.
Good morning.
Good
Magandang umaga.
morning.
Hello, hello.
And we're talking about fandom, but you're kind of a fandom that you're embarrassed to be a part of.
To be part of.
Kung
Are you
embarrassed ka,
embarrassed
hindi ka
to
talaga
be a-
fan, pare. If you're embarrassed, you're not a
Yeah.
real fan.
True.
Di ba?
Yeah, but you could be hush hush.
Yeah. Is there anything you cringe over?
Na fan ako?
Or like you
to think
wouldn't say it
about
out loud ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Well, ano kasi, nag-iba yan through the years.
Mhm.
Like when I started out in politics, parang itatago mo na geek ka. Tatago mo
Yes.
na Avengers fan ka, tatago mo na Lord of the Rings fan ka, di ba? But through the years, parang tanggap na eh, di ba? People wear their fandom on their sleeves and it's a good thing. Na out kami mga geeks, di ba?
You've been a geek your whole adult life.
Whole
yeah.
life, yeah.
Okay, whole life, right? And
too.
when did it stop being embarrassing and very cool? Like, do you recall?
Alam mo, Marvel.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings parang, which is like
Was
early
like-
2000. Medyo ano pa, di ba? Tatago mo pa na, you read all the books, you have some of the toys, mga ganyan, di ba? But I think it was during the height of the MCU when suddenly it was fine.
Yeah.
Right? May mga acceptable
There was
fandoms.
geek chic.
Di ba?
Yeah.
NBA was always acceptable. Parang basketball, always acceptable.
Yeah.
Boston Lakers, Boston Celtics, Lakers, Bulls, eventually, whatever, Golden State.
Yeah, there's always a cool factor
Diba?
with sport.
With sports,
But with,
right?
like, toys and anime
And K-pop. Oh, we used to get
video
bullied.
games.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what-
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but then at
So
some
you
point,
stopped-
acceptable na siya. So okay, di ba? Ayos lang.
Love it. Hey, Alex, good morning, man.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey, Alex.
I think he's still half
Hello,
asleep.
Hi, Bam.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
Alex, anong fandom ni Mr. Alex Calleja?
Paano ako na minudo?
The food or the band?
The food? Yeah, exactly.
Hindi, wag. Sorry, Denise. Minudo the band. You're
The
so young.
band.
Lumabas yung pagkabata. What?
Robbie Rosa? Are you a Robbie Rosa or Ricky Martin? Which one? Which one?
Si Ricky Martin nga ako dati nun. Kasi si Rob.
Ay.
Pero Dr. Rosa yung ano nun. Ang sikat nun.
Oh, siya yung tinatawag na key visual, si Robbie
Nice.
Oh,
Rosa.
yung nakatumbas dati ng mga BTS eh.
Better looking than Ricky Martin?
Oo!
Kasi tama ba? Tama ba? Si Ricky Martin mas bata kasi siya, di ba?
He's the one that
yes.
broke out. Yeah, he's the one that broke out.
Si Robbie. Si frontman si Robbie.
I gotta Google
I
this.
know.
Yeah.
Ano na nga yung kanta ng Menudo?
Gumawa nga sila nakata ng I'm coming back to the Philippines eh. Pero yung ang mas sumikat doon, Explosion.
Oh, it's an explosion. My love for you.
Okay, I
Yun.
think I know that one.
May I'm coming back to the Philippine songs. Do you know? Okay, this is. I don't mean this to put ourselves down. I mean, I was just trying to defend this whole beanie thing. But when a very popular singer comes to the country and they make a Tagalog song, can we assume that they're already on the down slope of their career?
No. So
Hindi kasi kata ni Leo nung ginawa
Yeah.
nila.
Like when Brian McKnight does what did he do? Nandito ako or something like that. We're like, okay, it's hard times for
no,
Brian.
but it's becoming tradition now. So like when foreign artists come, they try to learn a Filipino song or they probably have something on their playlist because what's great about OPM right now is it's really reaching other parts of the world even if they can't understand. Like they'll learn an Arthur Neri song or a
Is this for the
Lola Moore.
singers? Like,
yeah. They'll learn like local songs, which is dope.
Yeah, di ba si Coldplay, when they were here, they sang
Raining in
Raining
Manila.
in Manila,
Yeah, that was
diba?
dope too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
yeah.
I think it'll take. It's kind of, we'll go the geek route on that. It's cool now to come to a country and do a song in their kind of a local song. Back in the day, it used to be like, oh man, hard times. But you're right. When Coldplay did it, and we see other people do it, or when the Korean actors and stuff like that, they get here and they learn their 5 Tagalog phrases. It's not like it's a great thing now. Maybe back in the day, it was like, oh,
Si Sam, di ba? Who did you interview na song?
KSH. Like,
Yeah,
weekend?
and he had the charot thing or he had what did he say?
There was a segment we did where we were teaching him how to speak Tagalog and the word was eme lang
Ayun,
and
eme
charot
lang. Yeah.
and yeah.
What? Sobrang benta, di ba? Ay, nagwala yung mga tao, right?
It's like, you come to a country and you want to immerse in their culture.
Yeah,
It's kinda like the polite
there's a
thing to
lot
do.
of that happening.
Yeah.
but Sam, you look like you're rubbing a migraine off your head.
No,
why? What
I
happened?
I'm just rubbing off muta.
Eye boogers. But
Pag
Fine.
nagpupunta tayo sa
Fine.
ibang bansa, puyoy, wala di sila natutuwa pag nag-English tayo. Wala man lang nagpapalak pa, English. Di ba? Wala pa.
Although I've had that. Alam mo, I've had that. Yung mga, oh, you speak English so
yes.
well.
Oh my God.
Lagi
Don't you
kang
guys live
ginagan-
in huts and
Oh,
people
no.
walk around with
Oy.
rifles?
Oh, eh.
Do you guys have toilet paper? I'm like, bruh. Like,
No one's ever
what?
said that to you.
For
Denise.
real.
No one has ever
They
said
thought
that.
we lived in huts, have no toilet paper, and everybody walks around with rifles. I'm
Please tell
like,
me this was like 20 years ago or something.
2000, hindi, 1998 naman
No,
siguro
like
yan.
20.
I just ask, where was this? Where was
I
it?
was in Singapore.
Huh?
I know.
Impossible.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then they thought, so he was like, "Oh, so you're
Grabe.
here." I don't know if I can say this on. What?
No, but don't worry. We have somebody who's good with government that'll get us out of any trouble we're in. Yeah. So what is it?
No, and then he was like, so you're Filipino and you speak English? Wow, that's wow, that's fantastic. And I was like, well, everybody in the Philippines speaks or understands English. You can walk around, and if you get lost, people will help you. And a lot of the call centers, I'm proud to say, it's Filipino dominant. Like, we speak American English, so it's very clear for people to understand as compared to other countries. And he's like, wow, I did not know that. He goes, you guys have toilet paper, right?
Oh my word.
I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you must be rich because, like, you dress normal like us, but don't you guys like live in huts and like everybody walks around with rifles? I was like, no. And he goes, aren't you here for a yaya job?
Really?
And I was like,
no.
Medyo naka-encounter ka ng masamang tao na yun, Denise. Hindi na yun.
Hindi mo sirampal.
No, I was like, you know what? I'm very proud because Filipinos, we're known to be such a nurturing country. We're damn good at being nurses and doctors and the fighting force behind a lot of, economies. So, no, I'm not here for that right now. But if I were, I wouldn't be ashamed of it.
Exactly.
So I hope you don't
that's a good
generalize. And he was just like, I'm so impressed by how you speak and carry yourself. I was like,
Is this like a 70-year-old person?
No.
Hindi.
He was like 60 years old.
Singaporean, Denise.
I guess he was like mixed.
Mix. Sa tinira mo ng bidet para alam mo. Hindi rin naman tayo.
But yeah, no, I didn't want to talk about it because he, aside from asking if I was there to be the household help, we were near the red light district. So he was also assuming that if I wasn't there to be the household help, I was there to be something else. So
that's what I was kind of feeling as you told the story, that there was kind of a nefarious reason he was having this conversation with you.
Baka masamang tao lang talaga yan feeling ko.
Yeah,
masamang tao lang.
not a representation of all Singaporeans, and I love
no,
Singaporeans.
he wasn't Singaporean, but it happened in Singapore. That's
Right.
Yeah. My brother lives there, so.
Yeah.
It's a good
I mean, Bam, do you get that? Because you're the traveler of the group, right? I mean, you go from the country to country to country. Has there anything been said about being Filipino that you found incredibly offensive? And I guess as a politician, you probably still have to be diplomatic, but
No, so hindi naman offensive, but there's always a question of, I'm sure you studied abroad, which I never did, di ba?
Yeah.
Your English is so good. I'm sure you studied abroad. Well,
Or
okay
like,
naman
why do
English
you
namin.
speak English is what they ask. Why?
Well, siguro kasi, I'm there usually, I'm
Speaker.
a speaker or like in a conference or whatever. So hindi naman yung, maybe not that question, but it's more of, siguro may added skills ka from the West. Kaya ganyan ka magsalita, di ba? Parang ganyan. Which I really, really hate talaga. No, I studied in the Philippines.
No, I mean,
lived there
like
all
they
my
assume,
life.
like Ivy League, somewhere in another
ganyan.
country.
Or you must have lived abroad. You must have lived in the States for a while. Parang, di naman American yung accent ko, di ba? But,
yeah.
they seem to have that.
Yeah, I think, again, that's a misconception that happens a lot. But I just end up saying, no, our English literacy is really, really high. And just
you can go anywhere.
But at the same time, Bam, though, like, while we can sit here and abroad, we kind of are proud of our ability to be educated and to be have a strong literacy rate. Locally, we're like, oh my God, our education system is falling apart.
It's falling apart.
Buti na lang wala ako doon. Kasi kung doon ako, napatunayan talaga hindi magaling tayo sa English.
I'm sure magaling ka, tinatago mo.
Alam mo, di downplay mo. I watch your
I
videos,
can hear
man.
it. I know you.
I watch your videos.
Like, if you're not acting, I know you could.
Okay, Lex, I have a question. You do English sets sometimes, but do you have like a run? Like, I can do 20 English words in a row, and then I have to stop and then kind of go back. Because that's how I am with Filipino, right? Like, fine, I'll speak in Tagalog. Maybe I can do X amount of words, but then I always kind of have to recalibrate.
Is it like reverse nosebleed for you, Mo?
Yeah, you sit there like, oh, God, yeah.
We're talking about embarrassment, right? We're talking about embarrassment.
Or like nakakapagod na after 20
Yeah,
English
but
words.
I feel really embarrassed by it, just to be honest, because I grew up in the Philippines. So I expect a high ability to command the language, and the fact that I don't, I hate myself for it. But I do find myself maybe after 3 or 4 sentences, I have to restart. I'm like, okay, what the hell am I saying? And it trust me, I want to punch myself in the face. But Lex, do you have that thing with English where, sige, you'll do maybe 5 minutes set straight in English, and then in your mind you're like, okay, recalibrate.
Ako pag galit lang ako.
Yeah.
Pag English ako ng matindi yung pero pagka kumalma na ako, hindi ko na mauulit sa sagot. Sabi ko na, maganda tignan. Maganda pakinggan pag galit Pero,
So pag galit ka English?
Wow!
pag galit, nag-ibig sabihin pag nagalit ako, nag-English ako, nagalit ako.
Paano? Pa-sample.
Pag English yung kausap ko, nag-English din ako, what the hell are you saying? We have tissue paper in Manila.
Yeah.
English. Do not judge our country. We are a very decent country, okay?
Fighting.
Denise, take over.
Great job.
For other explanation, Denise, come here.
Ako magagalit para sa'yo.
Finish the job, Denise. Finish the job. Finish.
Finish it.
We got a packed house here today. If you just tuned in, it's hour number 2 of the show. Thanks for being here. My name is Mo. Alex also remote, but everybody else in studio, including some political royalty here with Denise Laurel and Bam Aquino.
Oh yeah, you both have ties nga pala.
Back to the 80s. Back to the 80s hirit, ha? This was not prepared. I was not prepared for that.
Nawala ka sa isip
You
ko
don't know. I mean, Denise, your grandfather is in the 20 peso bill. So this is 20 ba? 20 ba? 2050. Ano siya?
I'm not sure.
10. Hindi. 10 ba?
I'm not sure.
No, Jose P. Laurel, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about Jose P.
On the
Laurel.
10.
I'm not sure if
Or
it's...
20.
Wala.
We'll Google it.
We're super
Wala.
chill. We don't talk about, yo, my great grandfather was in the 10 peso bill. You better watch out. No, we don't do that. We're just normal. We don't have security. We don't like.
Maybe because we don't do the bills anymore.
Yeah, it's on.
But-
We all use the e-cash.
Yeah. My lolo's on the GCash app.
Yeah. Hey,
thing.
if one day I'm on the GCash app, I'll be like, yo, I made it. Like, you open up and I'm right there. I'll be like,
Chai, who's in England, says he's on the 20.
thank you.
Right. And of course, Bam's family's on the big 500, which is a little slightly cooler.
Dang, why you gotta do that?
Kasi Rizal Piso, di ba? The pambansang bayani natin nasa
Hey,
piso.
my grandfather.
Wala yan sa number.
Yeah, my grandfather and your grandfather were besties.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Were they really?
Yeah, as in from childhood. Like when my grandmother was giving birth, my grandfather was doing something. So your grandfather was the one that was in the delivery room with my grandma.
Wow, I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, they used to
Teka,
run together.
This is
They used to run this.
Jose P. Laurel and
No.
Benigno Aquino Sr.
No, so
His
Or
grandfather
this
is
is
my
vice
Ninoy
Papa
and
Doy,
Cory.
yeah, Ninoy and Papa Doy.
And Doy. No, that's my uncle.
Oh, your uncle, my bad,
And
my
your lolo.
But they used to run the streets together. I just like the word streets today.
And they were in the
I
Senate
noticed.
together also.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
guys! And
yeah,
now
so
you guys are in the
political
magic booth.
Sam, ano ginawa ng lolo mo? What is your lolo?
No.
known
This
for?
is Denise is talking about Tito Ninoy and
Yes,
Tito Doy.
and my
Tito Doy,
grandfather.
yes.
Yeah, they were besties.
Yeah, now Doy is your grandfather. He was vice president, right?
Yes.
But now
Yes. Tita Cory.
maybe Laurel is your great grandfather who was
Yes.
president.
Si Keso ng 20.
Huh?
What?
Ano
Oh,
that?
El Quezon.
10 siya. 10 piso yan.
Baka yung luma.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the old bills, he was
Yeah,
on
yeah.
there.
Dope.
Okay.
2
Yeah,
peso.
Quezon's
I
20.
keep seeing 2 peso coin.
Yeah, we did have a coin that I
Yeah.
remember because I used to like play with it.
Yeah.
You
Which is no longer
Si
around.
2 peso coin yung parang
It was a
Pen-
five. We
parang
also have our
pentagon?
own five.
Octagon ba?
We had a-
octagon.
Yeah, we
diba?
had a 2, and then there was one time that there was a 5.
Yes.
Yes.
May 5.
I just remember the 2 kasi yun yung masakit pag binato sa'yo.
Oo.
Kasi
may
malaki siya,
corner
di ba?
kasi.
Tsaka may corner.
Yeah, yeah.
solid
Pag
yun.
binato sa'yo, di ba?
Oh,
Yeah.
Instant memory.
That- Oh my God, he needs this. I have no idea. I thought you guys were on money, but yeah, the 2 was the big one. It had the kind of nice shape to it. I mean, back when geeks were a bad thing, they probably threw that at you guys. But
My-
now-
my grandfather did have a coin. I just can't remember which denomination it was. I had
apparently,
one.
it says 2 here. So
Yeah.
Malamang 2.
Yung
good
masarap.
stuff.
Good stuff.
I wonder of the newer political figures, who do you think should be on money? Bam.
No one.
No,
Oh, sorry. That question wasn't for me. Go
No,
ahead.
getting money? Getting money mo?
You need some time.
Yeah,
I
kind
think.
of the modern politicians. Who deserves to be on money? Of the modern group, you think?
Man, I don't know. You need some time, I think,
Who
to
decides
get on
this?
money. BSP, Bangko Sentral.
And like, what's the process? I mean, is there like a...
No, walang votation yan, walang ano. I think there's a problem committee. Siguro may
Sounds like a
committee
big
yan.
deal.
Yeah, but
Well, it's like putting up a statue, I guess. I mean, it's a big deal, but at the same time, it's just a committee that probably
it's
thinks about.
interesting. There's a committee. Actually, yung naging controversy dyan was to replace all of the personalities and just put like animals and
I was gonna say animals.
Yeah, or
scenery.
like places that are popular in the
Popular,
Philippines.
yeah.
Oh.
Like
Food,
landmarks.
ube.
There you go.
Ube, menudo. Yeah.
Catabaos,
The
you know?
100
Ube,
peso bill.
kasi purple.
Yes.
Oh, menudo sa 500 kasi medyo orange na konti, di ba? No,
Would
but
you
that
do
was the
that?
controversy.
Adobo would be
And would you do
Adobo,
that
right?
whole 10
the 10 peso.
Orange yung...
Would you be for that, removing
No.
politicians from money?
Not politicians. I mean, politicians,
Maybe you could do
maraming
heroes.
politiko, but it's
Maybe
the
you could do
heroes. People
heroes,
who've made historical significance.
I'm
Diba?
down with the heroes.
Hmm.
Like,
Si Mayor Alice para acceptable din sa China.
Yuan. Ano?
Para may China rin tayo na acceptable.
R&B.
the
really
duo, 2 pesos
Oh,
siya.
di ba? We recognize that girl. It's acceptable
Tapos
here.
2 kasi dual citizenship,
Yeah,
gano'n?
dual. That's why I said,
Or baka isang
like
citizenship lang.
the different meanings. Yeah. So, the
I
duo.
I'm reading here on playback. People said, "What about Miriam Santiago,
Yeah.
a modern group, to have a little bit of money representation there?" I think that would be strong. Plus the quote, maybe there would be a quote there from her.
Yeah, like
You
a
have
little
some-
quote there in the side.
Stupid is everywhere. Ano? Stupid is
It's
forever?
Stupid is forever.
Stupid is forever.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious.
You could have some of that stuff there. All right. Well, we got to take a break, Sam, here so we can recalibrate. Bam, thanks for being here. We were kind of worried. We didn't know if you were coming in today or Wednesday, but I'm glad you're here because there is a lot to talk about, of course, as there always is regarding the country. But we will take a break here. When we come back, we'll have more of the show. You're listening to Good Times on Magic 89.9. Back after this.
Magic 89.9's Good Times in the Morning.
Welcome to the month of July, Bam.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
Alex,
Already?
Yeah, welcome.
just here. I'm reading through the playback.tv/Good Times group, and somebody says here, "Sir Bam, please bring back the good old days when you can watch Filipino sitcoms at night." Yeah, Bam, can you please work on that?
Oh, yeah.
Palibhasa
That would be
Lalaki was my
fun.
favorite.
Oh my God, me too.
Over the Bakod,
Over the
Palibasa
Bakod,
Lalaki.
yeah.
Ano pa ba yung mga
I just love
favorites?
these requests.
Home Along.
Oh my gosh, I was able to guest at Home Along when I was a kid before it ended. That's
Really?
that's like something I'm like so proud of.
Wow. You
Yeah.
didn't play a contrabida, did you?
No, I was so young. I was probably like 9 or 10 or something.
Yeah.
They're coming back, by the way.
A couple times. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
What?
you were at Over the Bucket. I remember.
Talaga? Sinong love interest mo doon? Si Jelly or si
No.
Carmina?
I didn't have like a big role. I mean, it was just a tiny role, but it was these were the days where possibly
Why am I already nervous about what he's going to
there was a little possibly MU with Angelo De Leon and myself.
Ooh,
Wow.
Miss Angelou.
Oh.
Just saying. Okay. I think I liked her back then, and I don't know, that never materialized. But yeah, Bam, I love these requests people have, when they come up to you and they ask you things that you absolutely cannot have. You can't like provide that. Like back in your Senate days, right? Like, Senator, I need you to do this for the country, please. Bring back sitcoms at night. You're like, yeah, I'll work on that.
Dude, maraming ganun. Ito lang.
What's the weirdest thing that they've ever asked you for?
Weirdest, talagang anything that, any need, hihingin talaga sa'yo, no, as a public official. But this happened in Masbate just this week. Okay?
Yeah.
So may babae, lumapit sa akin. Ito, Monday? Last Monday, no? So, lumapit sa akin yung babae, Senators, may papel. Normal yun. That's normal. Okay, so usually it's like a letter for a hospital, di ba, ganyan. Senator, pwede kami humingi ng tulong. Opo, ano po yung problema? So, ina-expect ko na, so nag-start siya, alam na matay lang yung asawa ko. Okay, so maybe funeral expense, di ba? At nasiraan kami ng yung bahay namin nasira. Okay, maybe some kind of assistance. Okay. So nagre-ready na ako. Okay, what can I offer this person na mabibigay ko? And then sabi niya, kaya nagtayo kami ng construction company. Pwede mo ako bigyan ng tulay? As in, humingi ng pork barrel.
Oh my God.
Tulay. As in, sobrang step up, di ba? Ini-expect mo parang hospital assistance,
And
ganyan, di ba?
at least she's
You're putting your
driven,
wallet
you know?
Tulay.
You're putting
Ano
your
po?
wallet out. So how much? Maybe one of those, one of your relatives, you have 500, 1,000, and all of a sudden, tulay, you put the wallet back in.
Sobrang ako na-shock. As in, sabi ng mga kasama ko, sir, yung mukha niyo, di namin mapinta. Kasi parang, I was so shocked, di ba? Ano po? Tulay, kung hindi po kahit kalsada, okay na po.
Wow.
Out of the,
Dang.
like, lalapitan ka lang may papel. So, hindi ko alam kung in-expect ba niya na ganun kasimple yon or ganun na ba yung kalakaran ngayon. I don't know, baka ganun na yung kalakaran ngayon, di ba? But, yun, approach a stranger na public official, humingi ka ng tulay. That's news.
At
That's
least
the
we
newest
know,
one.
like, her husband passed, but she's still driven. If we
Oh.
want to think about it in a positive
Yes.
way.
Di ba? At least
Yeah,
may
that-
negosyo.
that's-
Di ba? May negosyo siya.
Trying to find the positive in all of that. Alex, now's a good time to remind everyone where you are going to be. You want to throw it out there because I know we got a lot of people listening here on Playback.tv right now. So you want to go ahead and, was it like replay? Singapore trip comes up this month, right?
Nasa Pampanga ako sa July 5 and 6. Sold out na yung July 5, so July 6 na lang tayo magkita sa Angeles City. AlexCalia.com and thecomedycrew.com. Thank you, Denise. Same as Mara. Clapping with my achievement. Sa local pa lang yan. Hey, wait, there's more.
Oy.
Singapore. Singapore.
Pare, hanapin mo yung ano.
Yung lalaki na
Oh, hanapin mo yun.
Yeah. Singapore, July 28, SOTA Concert Hall, Ticketmaster.sg for tickets. I'll be bringing a lot of tissue roll. Para
Yes. And a water gun rifle. You may bubbles.
toilet paper. Yan. And of course, US. Maraming salamat sa mga nagtatanong na sa US. See you sa August 23 sa Hayward, California, August 24, Cerritos, California, August 30, Phoenix, Arizona, and September 1 sa Portland, Oregon. Yan. Ticket, alexcalia.com and thecomedycrew.com.
Anong buwan yan,
Dahil,
pare?
goodness.
Anong buwan ka sa US?
August.
August, so kasagsagan yan ng campaign time sa Amerika.
Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to bring up with you, Bam. The U.S.
Wow.
was the first presidential debate was
Yeah.
this past week.
Pretty crazy. People
Uh,
on my TikTok were also asking about it.
It's so bad. Grabe.
It was
so bad.
it was atrocious to watch. Well, I mean, I have a lot of questions about something like this. Let me just start kind of with a bit more of a high altitude question. Does it really matter which U.S. president gets elected to us as Filipinos? Is there any real impact that we feel versus a Trump or maybe a Biden?
Yes, it does. It does. Mahalaga yan.
In what way?
I mean,
I was always interested in something like this.
more than ever before because of the West Philippine Sea problems.
Sure.
Yung alliances natin with other countries, especially America, becomes very, very important. Napakahalaga talaga. I mean, the fact that our stance now is stronger against China is because of the alliance with the US. Diba?
Sure.
So, by the way, it's not just the US. It's US, Australia, Japan, and other
The whole
countries
gang.
around us. Diba?
Yeah.
But without that alliance, medyo yung bullying na yan, kung matindi na yung bullying ngayon, mas matindi yung bullying kung wala tayong kaalyansa.
True.
And that's just the reality of geopolitics. Now, the question, so everyone's predicting Trump is gonna win. Okay, they were nasa America pa lang ako last year, yun na yung prediction nila. Okay. After this debate, mas tumaas yung numbers ni former President Trump, di ba? Because President Biden really didn't do well, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, ang tanong, what will President Trump's stance be on the West Philippine Sea? And the answer is, we don't know. And yun yung malaking question mark sa American politics pagdating sa Pilipinas, which is, kung manalo si President Trump, hindi natin alam, itotodo ba niya itong alyansang to or magpo-pull out siya? Because he's been known to withdraw
Just
from
back out.
international
Yeah,
conflict,
yeah.
'di ba?
Yep.
Mas isolationist yung gusto niya na nakafocus sila sa mga domestic problems. So, he can pull out or he can say, because he was pretty racist during the pandemic, he was also, really focusing on China during the pandemic. He could actually say, hindi, tuloy itong alyansang to. Or he could push it even further to where we don't want it to go, which is
More
to have conflict and to have war, 'di ba? So, it's very unstable. And kung tingin nyo, yan ang problema natin. Yan ang problema sa buong mundo. Because he said he's pulling out money from Ukraine.
He's so unpredictable.
So unpredictable. Hindi rin ako sure about the Israel stance ni President Trump. Parang sometimes nagbabago-bago rin, no? But the whole world, I think, is gonna be scratching its head collectively kung bumalik si President Trump because he's very unpredictable. Now, ang tanong sa Amerika actually is, should President Biden withdraw.
Sure.
And that's like going around now in all of the
Would you answer
political
that question?
sites.
Would you answer that question or do you stay out of that? When people ask?
I can. I think I can because di naman tayo Amerikano, di ba? And yung pagtingin ko naman dyan is based on being a Filipino. If I were to take away all of that and just look at it purely from the perspective of a politician, looking at the numbers, sometimes you have to do things which are unexpected. Kailangan mo gawin yung mga bagay na hindi pa nagagawa before. And I think in the case of the Democrats, they have to do something really drastic. Kahapon, I was with my family and people were talking, sino kaya pwedeng pumalit kung papalit kay President Biden?
Yeah.
Wala rin maturo yung mga tao. No? I think Gavin, tama ba to mo? Gavin Newsom was one of the people they're pointing to. Pero California has its own problems, di ba? With the homelessness and high taxes and all of that. So,
But again, massive economy, though. I mean, again, for all the California hate, a lot of it is because of a liberal stand, a very kind of forward stand, which, since the Trump time, people have kind of gotten, maybe sick of it. But, the people, I think, who dislike California, and again, I'm sorry to talk about too much American politics here, but I think the people who dislike California are just looking at it in the eyes of financial envy. It is expensive to live there. It is. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful state with an incredible coastline and amazing weather. And I think if anybody had the choice to move there, they would move there. The only reason why they can is just it's too expensive. So instead of just being, I don't know, not happy for them, but they're definitely angry about it. So they kind of attack the state and the system in general. But it works, and they got a massive economy there. So he's a legitimate candidate.
He's a legitimate guy, but California medyo divisive, di ba? California medyo divisive for Americans.
Na tanong bang, is it too late?
No.
In terms of replacement?
No.
Parang November and now it's July. Is it too late to change?
No.
Ay, sa history ba ng lahat may nanalo ba na nag-replace sa yung final stretch?
Ang alam ko wala. Unless may namatay like si Lyndon Johnson and si JFK, di ba? And I'm not even sure kung gaano katagal yung election nung time na yun. So there have been times nag-replace. But alam mo yung papunta ka na sa bangin, yung nasa trend ka na papunta ka sa bangin, and magtatanong ka, okay, tutuloy ko ba to? Or magpapalit tayo ng release, di ba? Or do we change course? And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of audacity, if I can use the word, diba, to do that. But sometimes you need to do that. Maybe that's what the world requires now, people to be audacious.
Didn't Digong kind of say he announced pretty late that he was going to be running for president when he first did?
No, so he announced late and then he said hindi na lang. And then somebody else, si Barangay Captain Dino, filed and then nag-substitute siya. So that drama, but more or less, years later, we would find out na naghahanda naman talaga sila. Now, they were really preparing for it. Although siya mismo, nagdadalawang isip siya. But in this case, it's not about am I gonna compete or not. It's, mukhang matatalo tayo dito. Diba? Yeah. And people have to be courageous. Now, ito na yung conversation namin kagabi. So Gavin Newsom na bring up, and then there was another governor, Whitmer, I think, no, sa Michigan, na babae, no, si Governor Whitmer na bring up rin. And then my brother said, why not Michelle Obama?
Oh,
boom.
God.
Oh.
Parang konting Filipino flavor, di ba? Why not? May, di ba, parang telenovela, yung asawa ng former president.
I'm not against that.
Di ba? Kaya, di ba?
Kasi kay Michelle nga na parang, di ba, parang niloloko siyang lalaki siya. May picture nga na, parang sabi, former daw na lalaki si Michelle Obama.
Hindi. Kasi siya, she's
I've
a big girl, di ba? She's like
she's built. She's
She's
fit.
built. And fit.
Di ba?
Michelle Obama, who's with me?
You know what? That's a.
I gotta know more about her background.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would do this, but
No, wala.
Highly educated, very involved as a first lady during the Obama time. So there's a lot of that. Even past the Obama time, still very much in circulation. Maybe it could be argued even more than Barack himself, right? So I would say, funny, you brought that up. I did not think of it. And now that you have, that might be my favorite one.
I think
Really?
next to Trump and I mean anyone would look good, right?
No, really. But I mean, Denise, the reality is he's incredibly popular, right? I mean, I know you have your reservations about him, and I share those same reservations about Donald Trump. I don't think.
No, I mean, like if you were to choose between Michelle and.
But you have to. Again, it's American politics, right? But I think the only way to beat Trump is to beat him with charisma with
popularity.
the intangibles, because there's a lot of popularity. Those are the ones, and nobody on the other side, I think, has that level of influence except Michelle. So no, I'm with you, Bam. I think that.
That
I
was
didn't even
a
think
good
about
idea.
Who
that.
I think can...
I have to give it to Trump talaga. Swerte talaga siyang tao. Biro mo na tumakbo siya nung unang term niya. It was during parang wala talaga siyang
Kalaban.
matinding kalaban, di ba? Parang, ito naman ngayon,
Who was he?
Hillary.
wala na naman siyang,
Hillary.
He was running up against
Oo.
Hillary.
Hindi, pero ibig sabihin, dun sa side na nila yon. Pero ibig sabihin, swerte siya eh. Kasi si Hillary was not also, parang may nasira na rin si Hillary nung nagtapat sila eh.
Si
Mas swerteng
Beyonce
tao to.
daw, Beyonce.
Beyonce. Michelle Obama na ako over Beyonce.
Yeah, me too.
Ito who I think can win against Donald Trump. And
Okay.
again, guys, ano lang to purely,
Go.
political marites lang to.
Yeah,
Is
so-
Michelle Obama. Who I think should replace Biden if he were to be replaced. Si Bernie Sanders. I'm a Bernie Sanders fan.
Oh, I'm such a
Matagal na
Bernie
matagal.
guy.
Oo, dapat matagal na yun.
I'm such a Bernie guy.
He's actually
And he-
older than
he's a-
Biden.
Right, I was
Oh,
gonna
for
ask,
real?
how old is he now?
He's older than Biden. Tama ba?
He is.
He is, di ba?
Yeah,
But
he is old.
he
Yes,
is
he's
so
old.
sharp. He's
Super.
still so sharp. He's still malakas pa rin siya. And he fits the average demographic ng America, which is old and white.
You know, when people ask me about Bernie Sanders, I am a massive Bernie Sanders fan. Bam, if I can just turn my webcam, I would show you. I have a huge Bernie sign here right next to me on my right. I volunteered for, what do you call it, kind of, it's a word here in English. I volunteered part of his campaign and all of that stuff. So I'm massive. And what I love about Bernie so much is that he's been very consistent for decade after decade after decade, asking and wanting for the same stuff.
Exactly.
He doesn't really change from issue to issue. It's been the same stuff. He's been arrested, for standing up for things that he's continuingly to fight for. And he got arrested maybe 30, 40 years ago for the same exact thing. So I love the consistency. I love about political candidates who don't really change their mind about stuff. You can tell it's a core issue with him. Massive Bernie fan.
I'm
I
also
cannot-
a super big Bernie fan. Kumbaga kami ni Mo, may Luka Doncic fandom kami
Oh my
and
God.
Bernie Sanders fandom. So itong decision ko to possibly go back to politics, part of that journey was reading a lot of Bernie Sanders' books.
Amazing. He's
so,
amazing.
what he's been fighting for, seen as radical in America, not really
Yes.
that radical if you think about it. Free education,
know.
which we have here already, cheaper healthcare, more affordable healthcare, and for support for the disadvantaged. No? Tulungan natin yung mga nasa daydayan, which is basically what Bernie Sanders espouses, diba? So, sana. I don't know. I think super long shot because maraming Democrats don't like him because he's a little too radical for them. Although if you read what he wants. If you hear what he's saying, hindi naman ganun ka-radical yun, diba? But sana si Bernie Sanders. But I think if they wanna go for the win, Michelle.
When I
I
see
love the,
Obama.
I love the Michelle. Love the Michelle answer, honestly.
when I see
think
Biden, I feel like wanting to take so much brain vitamins. Because when he lags, it just freaks me out and hopes that I just hope I don't become like that when I get
Sobra, no?
older. He just
there's a
he
lot of
lags.
glitching.
There's a lot of glitchy. I'm
Yeah.
like, which clone is this? Like he'll
Oo
just
nga. Sobrang
freeze.
nakaka...
So I'm like, where's all the NMN? Give me all the NAD. Like, give me
Pa-vitamin drip na tayo. Ganun. So,
Yung rooting for him ka, pero alam mo,
hang on, bro. Kapit lang.
but here's the thing. Ever since senador siya, ganyan na siya. Okay?
Oh,
So they're saying yung kanyang parang verbal yung mali-mali sa
Yes.
Tagalog 'di ba mali-mali tawag
Yes.
doon 'di ba? It's been there ever since he was a senator,
okay.
even as vice president. Mas pronounced lang now
Now.
because he's older.
Yes.
But yung ganong klase nagkakamali siya ng mga words na may misplace niya because tama ba mo meron siyang learning disability rin when he was young, right? So
Okay.
it's been there, 'di ba?
I don't know if it's I don't know about that specifically, but I do know if you're a politician and you don't have a strong command, people are going to immediately think you're either slow or dumb. We've seen this with George W. Bush. We saw this with Erap, our own president, right? And I don't know if he's an intelligent guy. You have a lot more exposure with him, but just if you're not a strong speaker, you can really get labeled as a bunch of things that you're really not. And that's just the way it is in politics.
So
right?
nung when I was in the States last year, nung pagupit ako. So, papagupit akong ganyan. And then yung gumugupit sa akin was this 60-year-old white gentleman who's really a big guy. Siguro mga 300 pounds siya. So, he's been cutting hair in Yale for like 30 years. Sabi niya, you know what, Senator? My choice as an American is a guy 5 minutes from jail or a guy 5 minutes from kicking the bucket. That's the best we can do. How sad is that? Sabi niya ganyan.
Dang,
Diba?
that's sad.
Oh, he didn't even reveal kung Republican ba siya o Democrat siya or what. Basta sabi lang niya, this is my choice.
Yeah, that statement.
Yeah. And sometimes, di ba, kaya okay rin sa Pilipinas, at least marami kang choice. Di ba? Hindi lang dalawa, marami kang choice. 5, 6, 7. Di ba? Choice mo na kung sino gusto mo.
Pero anong feeling mo dito? Anong feeling ng Vice President dito? Si Kamala Harris na hindi ba lang siya...
So, si Kamala kasi, unfortunately, I'm not certain why, but she's very unpopular, no? Parang it seems she's very unpopular
diba?
in the States. So, hindi siya nakikita as parang ascending to the presidency right away. In fact, before the palitan si President Biden as the candidate, it was baka dapat palitan yung vice president niya. Diba? Which they also didn't do.
Yeah.
And by the way, itong mga pag-uusap about maybe we should have a stronger ticket, a younger group, 1 year na pinag-uusapan yan. And I think it took that debate to really like shake things up for a lot of Americans. No? I don't know, anong mood dyan sa America?
I just think she's not as popular, even with her own demographic. So that it kind of, obviously she is a minority as well as a female, and she's not popular with that group either. So if you're going to lose that group, and there's already kind of inherent, there's a population that's inherently against females and inherently against minorities, and then you're not even strong in that kind of group as well, then you really have no chance. And I think that's kind of the problem. Now, vice presidents generally don't get a lot of publicity anyway. Different for us, obviously, here, but in the U.S., unless you get like an 8-year term, then you can kind of really shine. Biden did that, right? With Obama, he even won the presidential, was it the award for freedom? It's kind of like the Congressional Medal of Honor, but for the civilians. It's the highest award you can get as a civilian. So there are things like that. I think Biden had time to establish in the 8 years that Kamala has not yet, whether it's because it's less than 4 years or that she's just not really popular with her group. But anyway, again, that's American politics. Let me ask you this real quick, Bam. I saw that, was it BBM or somebody talked about the thing we brought up last week, the Dep Ed replacement. They're going to delay now the announcement.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on with this one? Because I want to make sure we touched on this before you headed out of here.
So, di ba, nagkita tayo on Wednesday, and then a day after, BBM, the president said, oh, by Friday.
Yeah.
Tama, no? By Friday, may choice na ako. Okay. And of course, a lot of speculation came out. Names like Congresswoman Kimbo, Senator Sani Angara, marami mga pangalang lumabas dyan, dumitaw. But then the other day, he basically said, oh, I need to give myself more time. Okay. So, umikot na naman yung rumor mill na, sino kaya? Ganyan, di ba? So, although I wanted to ask, maybe I don't know if you want our callers to call in or our listeners to call in.
Always.
Hindi kung sino yung papalit okay? Kasi gasgas na yan Everyone talks about that. Pero ano sa tingin nyo yung dapat i-prioritize ng susunod na DepEd Secretary?
What do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Like
what should they focus on? Okay, because we
regarding education.
Regarding education. And we put that out on our page, and we have magaganda yung mga answers. Okay, so everything from sahod ng teacher.
Wait, hold on. Let's do a call out then. 863-10899.
Okay.
Call us. We'd love to get you guys on hold right now. 863-10899. What, in the context of education, do you want the next DepEd secretary to focus on most? And definitely get on the show. Talk to the five of us here. All right. So you took a poll. Bam. What were some of the top answers?
Hindi to poll, This is like people just answered lang. Sorry, may technical difficulty ako dito. Okay, here we go. So sabi ng isa, free school supplies.
Free school supplies.
Okay? Sana mas komportable yung classroom.
Okay, big issue.
That's important.
Yeah.
Finding solutions sa shortage ng classroom. Dagdagan po yung rooms para mas komportable ang mga teacher at guro. Sana may computers. At okay, ano pa ba dito?
We can take some calls.
Sana
Sige,
ibalik
calls.
sa dating date dating date, yung the old calendar, di ba? We talked about this.
I don't know how high that is on priority though. Bam, somebody who's super into education. But let's get calls. Our lines are full. 631-0899. And the question again is, what should the next step ed secretary prioritize? Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hey, who's this?
Yeah, this
Jed,
is
what's
Jed.
up? What do you got, buddy?
I think you should prioritize yung reading comprehension. Parang lately, hindi na magaling yung mga Pilipino dun eh.
Yep.
And then, feeling ko kailangan may babagsak din ng student. Kasi lately parang, di ba parang hindi na binabagsak yung mga student?
Oh,
Walang
that's a problem.
maiwan. Yeah, that's the problem eh. Kaya siguro, parang high school student, hindi marunong magbasa or mga ganon.
So may mga ganyang kwento actually of grade 5, grade 6 na
Thanks, brother.
hindi pa marunong
Thank you.
magbasa.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was a policy decision before na dapat lahat ng mga bata parang no child left behind. But yung naging implementation nun,
It became
no
relaxed.
child babagsak.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So parang mali yung naging
Like, wala nang honor ngayon. Like,
it's not
Lahat may honor.
well, the fact na kumbaga tayo ang goal natin no child left behind. Okay. Yung implementation, walang binagsak. Dapat kasi pag no child left behind, everybody magaling.
yes.
'Di ba? So naging implementation, walang babagsak.
Walang supplementation.
And during the pandemic, I think everybody was also promoted, no? So nag-compound yung mga problema. And yes, we do have cases now na nasa higher grade and kulang ng reading comprehension. So definitely that's something that's super basic, super important.
Why do you think the reading comprehension is bad? Is it a social media thing? Is it the text language? Is it the curriculum? Is it the quality of education? Why do you
all of
Halo-
the above. All of the above.
Halo-halo na yan eh. Halo-halo na eh. But the thing is kasi, schools should be able to test,
Yeah.
'di ba? And see kung ano yung problema ng mga bata. And kung hindi marunong magbasa, tulungan sila, 'di ba? Rather than just everyone moves up, right?
Not just reading, math too. It's like so far behind. Like
I'm
if you
still
look at,
so far behind with my math.
I know, me too. I'm not gonna like front, but I mean like seeing kids, because my son's a kid, so like seeing how school is, it's just like, and then you go, well, I don't want to compare. No, you go to other countries and like the math is just the math is mathin'.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
All
the
right, lines are
math
full.
here is
863-0899. The question is, what should the next step ed secretary focus on most?
And
What's your priorities
Right.
here? Good morning. Hi, who's this?
Yeah. For me, I think I would like to like 4 M's and 1 E. So for man, maybe the ratio of the teachers to students. We have to update that one. And then for machine, maybe it's more of the computers used at the schools.
Budget.
On the method side, maybe the curriculum should be updated. And then for the materials, of course, updated also. And then in the environment, the facilities.
Everything.
So
Sir?
I think, yeah.
Ang galing ng sagot ninyo.
Tama
Teacher ka
ka.
ba? Are you a former teacher? Did you work in DepEd?
No, I'm an industrial engineer. So
Nice.
I'm particular in the methods.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you. What's your name, sir?
Rick, I
Rick.
call all of the time, every
Okay.
morning.
Thanks, Rick.
Right.
Salamat.
Thanks, Rick.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Rick.
Yeah.
Si Rick may plano.
Yeah, I like
Bakit?
that.
May
Let's
plano.
get Rick.
Di ba?
But it's true though. It's all true.
Let's see here. Anton, who is one of our great columnists here, policy says push for and support mother tongue based multilingualism, translanguaging teaching practices, push for a higher share in GAA budget for more classrooms and teachers' pay.
Teachers pay.
Medyo
yeah.
issue yung mother tongue Issue yung mother tongue.
Yeah, for
Oo.
real.
Why?
Yeah,
In what
because
sense?
so there was a policy shift a couple of years ago na yung first years of instruction should be taught in the mother tongue.
Okay.
So kung nasa NCR ka, Tagalog, kung nasa Cebu ka,
Yung
Bisaya,
yeah.
'di ba? But that's been challenged by some sectors because humina daw yung English proficiency natin because of that policy shift. So that's like a little debate right now rin if kailangan palitan.
Where are you at on that? You think we should do that or not? What do you think, Pat?
Alam mo, ito yung ano kasi yan we have to balance it out. Honestly, the teachers and the educators really want the mother tongue policy. But admittedly, humina nga rin naman yung
English,
English
for our
diba?
jobs.
Oo.
Like,
So kailangan i-balance
Can it
out
just
siya.
be like you learn Filipino at home because that's where you're going to do it, home in the community and all of that stuff, and then you learn your let's say English in the more formal educational setting.
So the idea there was if you're taught in your mother tongue, this is only for grade K, grade 1, grade 2. Okay.
I was gonna say,
Oo,
okay,
mas
just
mas
a
ano
couple
siya,
of
mas
years.
mas madali ma-absorb yung mga lessons kung mother tongue na ganun ka bata. But again, some sectors are saying na wala naman yung foundation mo for English and all of these things. No? So, you have to balance it out. Yeah, maybe at the K level, baka mother tongue,
Yeah,
but baka
okay.
we can introduce English a little bit earlier also.
Yeah.
In Japan, isn't it like the first 4 years of going
Mother
to school? It's all about, they don't teach you academic subjects. It's all about your mother tongue. It's all about etiquette. It's all about
like values.
taking
and-
care of how to take care of yourself. And then in 5th grade, they introduce
The academics.
Yeah, the academics.
Yeah, I thought I saw that also on social media, like a social media article about that the past couple months ago, regarding that, and it was interesting, definitely.
It's really cool because they send 5-year-olds out to like go shopping and stuff, and they like totally know what to do and know how
Life
to get home.
skills.
Yeah, life skills is all they learn from kindergarten to 4th grade. So yeah, interesting.
Di ba mo ang ano natin, parang sige, pag-aralan mo yung mother tongue mo sa bahay. Ang problema kasi yung foundation ng mother tongue natin hindi na rin tama sa bahay.
True.
Yung paggamit ng mga kasi taglist tayo, minsan nagta-taglist tayo eh. Yung tamang meron din kasing ano eh. 'Di ba subject verbal agreement sa Filipino na hindi natin masyadong inaaral, masyadong cautious na tayo sa English. Pero doon sa Filipino, nakakalimutan ng mga bata yun eh. Nagiging halong halong modern din yung ano nila. So, pagdating mo sa eskwela, tinuturo din dapat na maayos yung Filipino, yung tamang Filipino.
Tamang
And we have subjects for that.
Yes, we have
We do.
Araling
Pumapasok ng
Panglipunan.
Pinoy. Kaya pumapasok ng Filipino subject na formal.
Filipino wika.
Sa bahay kasi, ma-absorb mo kung ano yung anong Pilipino dun sa bahay nyo. Pero hindi mo alam kung tama yung pundasyon na yun. So yung eskwela na nagtatama, sa mother tongue natin kasi ang daming hirap sa mother tongue ng mga anak ko, doon sa nahihirapan sa Filipino.
Oh.
Pag inaaral na yung tama. Kasi madaling Tagalog talaga tayo ngayon. Pero hindi natin alam kung tama to.
Ay, parang formal.
Kasi may mga Amerikano naman na mali din naman ng English eh. Grammar wise.
It's not even formal. Not even formal Filipino. But yung
Proper tense.
example, literature,
Yeah.
di ba?
Oh.
Yung literatura ng Pilipino, kailangan, you still need to have that as a subject. Kasi may nagsasabi, bakit pa kailangan i-subject ang Filipino? Nagfi-Filipino, nagtatagalog naman tayo. But, you have to take up Ibong Adarna, you have to take up El Filibusterizo, you have
That's
to
kind of
take
what I
up...
was going to answer with Alex is you're learning your Filipino, your Tagalog at home, you're polishing it in school. And that's what I guess the way I'm kind of thinking about it in my head. Learn at home, learn in the community, polish it off with your correct grammar, your deeper vocabulary, and all of that stuff at school, while still teaching a second language, one that you can, absolutely be fluent in throughout your whole life. So I'm not sure if this is a huge problem. We're talking about priorities, right? As big of an issue as this is, Bam, regarding mother tongue, I still think it's, not even in the top 5, top 10 problems that we need to fix regarding our educational issues. 863-10899. Let's see, what time is it? We got a couple minutes left. If you were the next DepEd secretary, what are you prioritizing with education? Good morning.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi,
Good morning.
This is Joe Henry.
What's up, Joe?
Oh, Joe Henry.
Joe.
Well, if I just call you Joe, is that a bad thing? Or got to have the Henry in there? No worries. Go ahead. What's up, man?
Originally, yung sagot ko sana yung values, no? Yung kanina. Just like other countries.
Yeah.
Na starting at a young age. But siguro more on financial literacy on the middle.
Yeah, oh my
middle
goodness.
school, how to manage money. Kasi right now, parang mga focus on subjects, pero yung practical application.
So Joe, may balita ako. I have a law on that.
Joe Henry, please.
Joe Henry, may
Yes,
balita
sorry.
ako. May
Joe
batas na
Henry,
yan.
darling.
There's a law. That's my second law. Okay?
Nice.
The Youth Entrepreneurship Act, which teaches financial literacy in DepEd, unimplemented for the last 10 years.
Why?
Unimplemented.
Why?
So, ito I'll give you an example. So, yung sa ibang mga bansa, I think this is Mexico, yung mga K, mga kinder, tsaka grade 1,
Yes.
nag-iipon sila piso-piso per day.
In Japan also.
Ganto kasimple yung lesson, no? Mag-iipon kayo piso-piso. And then at the end of the semester, everybody breaks their alkansya or piggy bank nila. And then they go to the store and they buy something. And just that simple act of saving and eventually buying something together teaches so much, di ba? Wala tayong ganyan. Wala tayong ganyan, di ba?
I wish
So,
I knew that.
may batas na tayo, it's there, it's still unimplemented.
Yeah.
So, yes, I agree.
Holler.
Maybe not top 10 Mo Twister, pero definitely
Up there.
magandang isama yan.
Yeah.
No, I could put financial literacy as a top 10 item. Bam.
Life
Yeah, I
skill,
could
di ba?
try-
Life skill.
Financial,
that's
I'm on
and
board.
then like also reproductive, like health.
Reproductive
also.
health, it's
Yeah.
there. I mean, they do teach it.
Yeah,
They do
but
teach it.
It's just like the basics.
Oo,
You can
although
learn that
tayo
from
pa,
Alex.
tayo pa rin yung pinakamataas na teenage pregnancy, I think. I think hindi ako nagkakamali. Parang number 1 or number 2 tayo sa teenage pregnancy. So baka nga
Prof.
more
Alex.
more lessons on ano.
Yeah.
It's
Ay, no,
631.
tuturo talaga ako ng 3 years. Ay, computer science professor ako.
Hey, that's what's up.
Reproductive health, Alex. Para, shorten.
It's dapat sa bahay ang foundation niya.
True. Also,
My gosh, I
hand
thought
in
sa
hand.
bahay yung classes. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Alright.
All right,
Pause.
Next call here. I think we have time for maybe 2 more and then we'll get out. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Who's
morning.
this?
Yung proposal ko, let's feed our children sa public schools.
Yeah.
Let's feed.
Yeah. I
May
think
batas na rin yan. Batas ko rin yan.
Implemented.
Yes, free
Hindi pa
lunch.
implemented,
Oh,
Senator.
perfect.
Implemented siya, sir. Maybe not as much as we would want, but to be fair with the previous secretary, si Sara Duterte and si Briones, they started it already. So marami sa mga public schools are providing already free lunches,
Perfect.
bread, milk, and so on and so forth. Maybe kailangan lang siguraduhin na 100% compliance. But that's a law. That was one of my laws
please,
also.
thank you.
Na-
Wonderful.
Bam,
Free
last
lunch,
week I
free
asked
lunch.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the call. Bam, I'm a little disappointed in you, sir. I gotta be honest.
Bakit?
You and I were good friends. We see eye to eye on Bernie and Luca. But I asked you last week if you would embrace, and not that it's realistic, but fantasy. Would you embrace a appointment as a DepEd secretary?
Ooh, that would be
sitting here
dope.
like,
Let's not talk
my
about
law.
hypotheticals,
That's
my
my
friend.
law.
That would be dope, though.
Thank you. Salamat.
You're like, that's my law, that's my law, that's my law. But then
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
What's going on,
Dude.
brother?
But you
I
can
mean, I
do-
was chairman of education for a couple of years. Kaya
Nice.
marami ka dapat na batas, di ba? I mean, siguro naman
Do
kung naging
something with
chairman
the
of
role, right?
education ka, marami ka dapat na batas, di ba?
Well,
But see, those problems, kumbaga sinubukan na yang i-address with those laws, no? Kasi the number one reason why kids drop out is because they're hungry.
Yes.
No, so
Oh,
having
yes, yes.
a feeding
Oh,
program
totoo yun.
in school is
Yeah.
very important. Yung financial literacy is there. Yung tulong sa mga teachers. A lot of these are in place. They just need to be implemented further. No?
Like, there's a
How
little...
how do we get to that though? How do we get to even having a goddamn conversation about implementation of such basic?
That's why mahalaga yung next DepEd secretary.
Yes.
Kasi lahat
I
ng
know, but it's
implementation
frustrating.
yung framework
It's
nandyan eh. Di ba?
We're
Kailangan siya
talking
implement.
about we're talking about hungry children who are trying to get an education that are your children. These are your children.
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
now maybe they're not biologically your children, but I
Yes.
mean it in a context of these are our future Filipinos. These are our current Filipinos. God damn it! So how is it that there are laws that are there to benefit them, and yet they don't get implemented as thoroughly as they should? I mean, what is more important
I
than
mean,
that?
okay, your framework is perfect, no? Isipin mo, kung iniisip mo na lahat ng mga bata sa DepEd schools parang anak mo, 'di ba? You
Yeah.
would want them fed,
Yep.
you would want them to have the best education, you would want them to have the books, tama yung mga books, you would want them to have access to the internet kasi ngayon it's hard to learn na wala kang supplement from the internet. You would want them to be in classrooms na hindi sobrang init.
Oh,
You would want
yeah.
them to be in schools na hindi binabaha. I mean, if you think of it that way, yes, mga anak ko to, mga to, you would want the best for them.
Yep.
'Di ba? And you would spend. That's parents, we spend for our kids' education. 'Di ba? In fact, doon na nga, ang mahal na nga ng tuition ngayon sometimes sa private school. Gagawin mo pa rin because you want them to have the best education, you know? But you have to think of it that way. Now, there's a lot of money out there. Marami dyan nabubulsa lang.
I know.
Marami dyan nabubulsa lang.
so
And kung yung perang yan mapunta sa mga bata, we would see a big improvement in our schools if we are able to implement better. Yung isang di na pag-uusapan are our teachers.
Yes.
No? The teachers need
Funding.
Oo.
more support, more help. There was a teacher who told me once, sabi, Sen, problema kasi namin, kami mga teacher gusto namin magturo.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean? Kasi kami rin yung taga-organize ng ganito. Kami rin
Lesson
yung
plan.
nagluluto for the feeding program. Kami
Yeah.
rin pag-eleksyon. Kami rin yung
Yes.
nagmaman ng mga makina sa eleksyon.
Yes.
We're doing so many things. We're
And
not
they're paid.
teaching enough, diba? So, a lot of it goes back to the teachers then. So, yes, that's a good thing. Think of the kids, the millions of kids in DepEd as your own kids.
A lot of the teachers also take side jobs, tutoring, because they're not making enough money. And so they barely get any rest, and they get home and they still have to think about what they're going to teach the next day, lesson plans, checking papers. Kids are not kind to them because they're also not having a good time at home or getting to school. So it's kind of like everybody's just so
Stressed.
stressed, not taken care
And
of.
in the pandemic, it was, kumbaga, doble yung
Yeah.
problema nila ng pandemic. Kasi sabi nila, these are for the ones na nag-online, no? Kami na rin yung tech support. Kami na rin yung actor.
And
Kami rin director.
Nobody taught them properly how to, and they had to get their own laptops. They had to get their own internet. It was pretty crazy.
Right, but this was kind of an unexpected thing. I mean, a global pandemic is very difficult to prepare
But they had
for,
to
right?
fund
So-
it. They had to fund
But
it.
a lot of the things that happened in the pandemic, yung epekto niya, dala-dala pa rin natin eh.
Yes,
And I
ngayon,
think the reason
recovery.
why we're lagging behind is because during the pandemic, we closed down all of our schools. I mean, and this was an issue even back then. Kahit yung lugar walang COVID, sarado pa rin yung
Yeah.
eskwelahan mo, di ba? And yung pagbukas came late. We were one of the
Yes,
latest in the
yeah.
world na magbukas
Right.
from the pandemic. And we're still feeling the effects of that.
Tsaka
diba?
meron yung discounted yung fee mo ngayon kasi we're going through a pandemic. That was hard on them too. And I wanted to share another story. So my dad is a professor. And, just the other day we were talking about his students, and he was saying, I said, Dad, I meet a lot of your students, and they always say that you're their favorite teacher because parate kang nagpapakain during class. Like he makes sure that every class he brings snacks and for everybody. And then he goes, you know why? It's because before I started teaching, when I retired, we would meet a lot of the scholars, and these scholars would faint. They would faint while trying to apply for these scholarships because they are taking side jobs. They're studying, and they just keep studying because they have no time to eat and no money to eat because they really want to get that scholarship. So a lot of them faint applying. A lot of them end up in the hospital without any money to pay for the hospital, and that was just like a small window to how hard people are trying to get good education and at the same time just make it in the world, and they have nothing, no support.
I have a question also, no? May part din tayo as a citizen, no? Ano yung yung validation natin for yung talagang karapat dapat ka sa isang public or sa scholarship? Kasi minsan, kita mo may kaya naman yung kapitbahay mo nandoon sa kumukuha pa ng libreng gamit. Bili mo, instead of mapunta siya doon sa talagang nangangailangan, may mga scholarship na yan. Minsan dapat talaga doon sa mga nangangailangan yan. I see scholars na may kotse, anong nangyayari doon sa
So, naging issue yan, no? When we passed the Free College Act, okay, naging issue yan. And there were some senators who wanted every year dadaan sa ganyang proseso, no? And i-check mo bawat isa, i-check mo, are you within the bottom 80% income level, ganyan. But ito Alex, ito yung reality niyan. Number one, kung nag-check ka every year, eventually palakasan yan. Eventually corruption yan. No? Eventually favors yan para mapasok ka sa scholarship, which we don't want. Secondly, to implement that kind of a program would have cost hundreds of millions of pesos. Ipasok mo na lang sa scholarship kaysa gagastos ka ng ganung kalaki. So what we did was we studied the state universities, and almost all state universities except for maybe UP and MSU and a few others, very, very few, wala pa sigurong 5, yung may mga estudyante na medyo may kaya. But most, 80, 90% in most other SUCs, pasok talaga yan sa income level na gusto mong tulungan. So, may option doon na kung may kaya ka naman, pwede ka mag-opt out. I don't think anybody does that. It should be implemented that you can opt out of a scholarship. But to do the process kasi na bawat taon i-investigate ka, mahirap eh.
Yeah.
Kasi marami rin mga bata and their parents were saying, sa UP kasi, they used to go to the houses and check ilan ba yung TV. Ganyan. Ilan ba yung TV? Ilan yung banyo dun sa bahay? Kung sumobra yung dami ng CR or sumobra yung number, tanggal ka na sa scholarship mo or mag-iiba yung level mo ng scholarship. And the parents were like, kinakabahan sila to do better in life kasi mawawala yung scholarship ng anak nila. So I get it. I get what you're saying. Hindi siya perfect system. Pero for the 80% and 90% na kailangan ng tulong, I think it's better this way. Tapos, konsyensya na lang yan ng 10%. Kasi if you do it the other way, marami pa rin makakapasok dyan na hindi karapat-dapat. At yung mga dapat makapasok dyan, naka-enroll na sila, pahihirapan naman sila. Di ba? So, it's not a perfect system, but I think this is mas paborto sa mas marami. Yung lahat libre.
Ba't ko tinanong yan? Kasi minsan gano'n tayo eh. Turo to yung turo. Yung gobyerno kasi natin eh. Pero, pwede ba yung anak mo may kaya kayo? Ba't nasa ba naman usapan yan, men? Natin dama yan. Hindi naman napakaliit na porsiyan. Ayoko ng ganung ma-attitude eh. We contribute doon sa corruption.
But sabi ko nga, kung pumapasok ka sa UP, naka-BMW ka, siguro naman magbayad ka ng tuition, di ba?
Grabe naman.
Di ba? O tatay mo, CEO, magbayad ka naman ng tuition.
Grabe ang gobyerno, grabe things. Sige ito, ba't gaito? Di ba yung anak mo may kaya kayo? Ba't wag mong dama yun kasi iba naman yun eh. Ito, discard sa buhay ang tawag dito. Yan ang ganun eh. May ganun tayong excuse eh. Pero di natin lang, we're contributor sa big picture. We're forgetting that we're contributing it.
Basta ako sasabihin.
I don't know. I just think maybe sometimes, and well, sorry to bring it back to this whole Bernie thing, Ben, but when you go to other countries, the standards, that just really the media standards so high in those countries that it doesn't matter if you're UP, it doesn't matter if you're this school. Everybody's just getting educated at a continuously high level. It doesn't matter if you're poor, if you're rich, naka BM ka or naka ganito, because everyone is kind of getting the same access to the same level of education. And then when you have support like feeding these kids, because we know we're a poor country, and getting them just equipped for success, it just goes back to I think if we were just caring about them and treated them like they were our children, all of these other problems sort itself out.
Yeah, and start with don't steal from them. Start with that, di ba? Yung mga kontrata dyan, make sure lahat ng mga kontrata dyan are legit. Yung perang na dapat sa mga bata, sa mga teacher, na pupunta talaga sa mga bata at mga teacher. And it really begins there, di ba? But, there's an opportunity. There will be a new DepEd secretary. Siyempre, magpapakitang gilas yan. May mga 90-day, 100-day effect yan, di ba? So, siguraduhin natin, magbantay tayong lahat. Let's not be satisfied with just a name na magandang credentials. Let's really look, ano ba talaga yung plano ng taong to? Anong gagawin niya?
And this is why I want my bloody, violent war on corruption. Like, that's why I want it, okay? It then just, it solves...
Samo is rolling her eyes again at your all-out war on Tong.
Throughout the country on everything, not just education, everything else. We need a bloody, violent war against.
No, I'm with you on the war on corruption, just not the bloody.
Just not the bloody part. Okay.
I don't know. We've come to a point where extreme measures.
Dugo na to, ganon. Dugo na to.
Yes, let's go.
But
that's a slippery slope, my friend. But honestly,
with blood.
Honestly, kung gusto natin marating yung gusto nating marating, there has to be that war on corruption. Honestly.
Also, I hope it just doesn't die down with the hype. You know how everything is out here. Like once it's done being spoken of, people just forget, and then it goes back to the way.
Until the next scandal, then pag-uusapan na naman. Diba?
Bam, we've taken up way much of your time here, brother. So I appreciate you coming back as you do weekly and talking about the stuff that really matters. I mean, we can sit here and we can talk about Kwento Kadiri and all of that stuff all week long, but we
I'm down with that. Kung kailangan, but not now. But I'm down with that.
Next week, Kwento Kadiri, and I'll come up with a very nice edition for that. But no, brother, I appreciate it really. I think the feedback always is so strong when we talk about these really important matters for the country, and you're definitely you do a great job here on the show doing it. So thank you.
Thank you guys. Salamat. Thank you. I'm not listening to Denise here. Thank you so much, guys. Salamat. See you next week.
Senator, just FYI. Okay, thank you, team. Thank you.
Go.
Bye.
What'd you say, Sam?
No, because you guys keep saying na parang he should be DepEd secretary, diba? But I feel like, I think he should go for the Senate as well.
Yeah, the Senate is definitely, because...
But he just cares so much about, both. He can do something from both.
It's good to know, yeah. Like, he's very knowledgeable about this stuff, passionate about it, and he's in the Senate. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah. And again, he's got a couple of bills here already that we're addressing some of these issues.
Yes, I like that. He was like, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. we need to implement a little bit.
implement them.
All right, we have a break to take here. Super late. Sorry about that, guys. It's 8:09 on this Monday morning.
Now I'm all
when
mad.
we come back, we have.
I have a headache and I'm mad. Oh my goodness.
We were talking about last week when he was here. Well, we'll come back. We'll have our last hour. Don't go away. See you in a bit.
Magic 89.9's Good Times in the Morning.
Let's play.
Snow Patrol there at 8:16 on this Monday morning. You're listening to Good Times here at Magic 89.9. We're until 9 o'clock. So there's about 45 minutes left of the show. We want to thank Bam for hanging out with us as he does on Mondays. We are now down to 4, and we still have plenty of show for you guys. My name is Mo. That's Alex also. Up top, if you are streaming us live, and at the bottom of the girls in the studio, Sam and Denise Laurel here for the first time. After, well, no, I mean, you're usually here when I'm not here. You kind of sub in for me when
She's
I'm
only
off.
been here one time.
No.
There was a couple. Yeah.
With who? You cheated on? You cheated on?
With you. You invited me like 3 times.
Yes.
Wait, we've only
Sam.
done the one, diba? The K whatever show.
No, and then we a couple of times
You
before
think
that
you-
too. In the
you think
span
you
of the
Sam's-
past 5 years, yeah.
Short-term memory is.
Oh, like the past 5 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
a couple
I'm
of
I'm
times.
thinking about this run,
Just
this
this year?
current run.
And
Yeah.
then I would also do boys' night.
okay.
sometimes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, thanks for being here.
Glad to
Our phone
be
was
here.
863-10899. And for everybody else who is streaming us, you can just download that playback.tv app, search Good Times, hit join room, and boom, you are in there interacting with the listeners and all of that. I also think that maybe, Denise needs a little bit of a hazing.
Oh.
She's here on the show, yes.
What
We always
kind of
have this
hazing we
problem
talking
with,
about here?
We always have this problem sometimes with new people. Well, we do this segment where we go, whose side do we take? And people call the show.
That's like a
And they give us
Libra's
like a
worst
hot-
nightmare.
Yeah, they give us like a hot topic or something like that. It's something like showbiz, politics, whatever it may be, and we have to pick what side we're on.
Nice.
And sometimes it's kind of a hard topic to do.
Yeah.
Lex, you like this one, right? You enjoyed this one when last time. I'm like, we're gonna do this again. So here are the parameters: 863-10899. You call us, or you put it on the playback as well. There's a conflict going on. It could be locally, it could be globally.
Like a
We
this
just-
or that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just have to pick what team are we on? Are we on this team or are we on that team? And the people are going to supply the conflict, and we just have to say which side we're on.
Yeah. That's
Could
a
it
Libra.
Sam, you're not a fan of this one, are you?
No, it's fine. Could it be like a
Okay.
personal conflict, or does it have to be like yung
Personal
issue?
conflicts are even the best
Okay.
because those are so much more difficult to have a stand on.
This is a Libra's
Yes.
worst nightmare because we see the good
It
in
is.
everything. God,
Wait, Libra ka rin?
Yeah.
Libra ka rin, Denise?
let's go, Libra gang. Alex, you
Okay,
Libra.
Mary
Number
Kate
7.
says Heart Evangelista versus Pia Worsback. We had this already, right?
Oo nga.
They're
Yeah,
both
well, okay,
my. I know them both too.
That's why it's a hard thing to do, right? That's
I'm
what
gonna be
makes
the
it so
most
difficult.
boring person on this thing. But wait, before we start, I do have a question. What is Kwentong Kadire? You mentioned that earlier. I just want to
Yeah.
know what it is.
So
Before we start.
It's a segment we do on the show as well, where there's kadiri things everywhere.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
generally have a edition. For example, what was our most recent? Like something Kwento Kadiri, you found it in your food, and so people just call about all the crazy things
Yeah.
that they have found in their food.
Oh, dope. Okay.
And so there's usually a theme, and then people call. We'll do it next time you're here.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it next Monday.
Okay, here we go. Our first one, Ren says, regular wings or boneless wings?
Oh.
Oh,
What
I'm
team are
team
we on?
boneless.
Boneless for me too.
Yeah.
Although I do have fun with my little technique of
Regular.
like
Regular.
twisting the
Mukbang.
edges and then you pull it out and it's like a whole piece
Regular.
of.
Could never do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So regular wings or boneless wings? Alex, you are regular. Sam's boneless. Denise is boneless. I am regular as well.
Why?
But remember, there's a style to eat the wings.
Yeah, me
Yes.
too. So it depends on my mood. I could do.
You're not
either.
team boneless,
No,
Denise. I
one.
don't think you're
I
team
know, Denise,
boneless.
you can do this.
No,
You're-
because like
you're-
sometimes when I don't want to think and I'm just hungry and just want to stuff my face, I'll go boneless. But if I'm feeling crafty that day, there's a little thing you do with the joints at the end of the the
The
wings.
two bones, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you just break one side and you pull it out and it's
pagka
whole.
pinag-uusapan nyo yan,
And then like-
sa amin kayong team, regular kayo, wag nyong
Oo
pag-usapan
nga.
yung hindi nyo gusto, okay?
Pareho.
Listen,
Kailangan
you
siraan
leave
nyo.
this.
Katulad niyan, parang kumakain lang kayo ng breast niyan pag nag-boneless kayo.
True,
That's
true.
not
Puro
true.
meat yan eh. Kaya
Hindi
nga
naman.
nag-regular kasi you want parang may
The flavor
plastic,
of the bone also when you're cooking
diba?
it. Yeah.
May
No,
option
okay,
ka para
listen,
pag
I'm-
sabihin mo.
I'm regular wings, but you need to eat it with class. That's all.
How do you do
can't
that?
Sit there. Well, you can't sit there and get like, for example, yung drumstick. Tapos kakainin mo yung cartilage at the end. Para it looks like an artifact. Like you can't just sit there and all of a sudden
Like
it
a
looks
Viking.
Yeah, you can't do that. Have a little class. Leave a little bit of meat on the back and on the top.
May meat na konti. Tama naman.
Yeah. You do that, you look like you're starving. Okay, so no. All right.
Ako yung boneless pang ano yan, pang meal. Yung regular pang kahit inuman, pwede yan.
Yeah.
I guess the boneless would be when I'm around hella people, and then with the bones would be when I'm by myself.
You can really go at it.
Not really go at it, but I just have like this, where you break the joint at one side and you
Yes,
pull
you
it
told us
out.
20
Yeah, I know,
times.
because I just love it.
See,
So satisfying.
Si Sam lang talagang
Ako lang ang boneless. Yeah.
863-10899 is our phone number, or give us our next conflict here on playback.tv. Let's take our first call. Good morning.
Hello.
Well, dang.
Wait, somebody says they're Korean fried chicken. Korean fried chicken versus what? Like, give us something. Either way, listen, how about this? No matter what you put up against Korean fried chicken, it will lose to Korean fried chicken. Okay, fine, let's do that.
But then
Korean fried chicken or your
Chicken Joy.
KFC, or if you're KFC, Jollibee.
Then there's Chicken
versus-
Joy though.
Yeah, okay. No, let's throw that one out there. Korean fried chicken or all the others? Yung traditional.
If I'm feeling, see, it
something
depends
na
on.
natin
No,
Something
Denise,
na
you cannot do that. You cannot do that, Denise. You cannot do
See,
the.
but if I'm feeling like a little bit
No,
of
there's only one
Chicken
thing. There's
Joy with
only-
gravy, extra rice, and extra gravy, but then there's
Ay,
also
no.
like Korean.
No, wala. Di pwede.
No.
With that
You
extra-
cannot do that. It's one or the other. That's the
This
point.
is my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the difficulty of the show.
You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna go with what I'm feeling today. Today I'm feeling some K barbecue chicken. Okay.
Yeah, Korean.
Just now,
Okay,
just
Lex.
yeah.
Lex.
Jollibee. Chicken Joy.
diba? Extra
all the way.
gravy, extra skin.
It's pretty
Somebody
good.
turn off our microphone. Somebody turn off our microphone. You cannot have two stands on this, okay? Sam, Jollibee style, KFC style, or you're gonna go with
Alat ng KFC.
Ang alat na ng KFC ngayon. Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
diba?
KFC.
Oh, great! Now
They're not
KFC is gonna send us
advertising
a
with us
bunch.
anytime soon.
My bad.
Yeah, well, they're gonna send us a bucket tomorrow for that. Okay,
That's not too
alat.
salty, okay?
Sobrang alat, grabe.
Sam, where you at?
No, yeah. So like a few years ago, I went through a vegan phase,
Uh-huh,
and I was
remember
doing
that.
pretty well. And my downfall was Korean fried chicken.
Ooh, so
like I
good.
cannot resist.
So good.
Yeah,
And-
Korean fried chicken for me by far.
Yeah.
They're the best at it. Best at it. I know traditionally maybe they're not a powerhouse, but it's for modern fried chicken cannot be touched,
So
cannot be
good.
beat, and it's Korean fried chicken wide for me. Here's one. And by the way, these are all products. This is weird. Usually it's conflict between like celebrities or people.
They
or
love
whatever.
me.
But
Yay.
here we go. It's wow, banana ketchup versus regular ketchup. Oh my god,
Ooh, dang.
who would pick banana? Like what? That's
Wait.
Wait, pause. Like,
Wait.
it depends on your mood.
I'm still
Okay, no,
not
we're not-
sure. Like, what is the
Depends.
distinct flavor of
Wala.
banana ketchup?
So, like, banana ketchup's a little bit sweeter. Am I
Is
right?
that
Alex,
it?
diba?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, pang Pinoy ang banana
You really,
ketchup.
really taste
compared
the
to tomato.
banana and sweetness
Oo.
in it. Versus when it's like a traditional ketchup, you got that zing, that tang from the
Oh.
vinegar.
but you
that's
know,
mixed
it's already
Oh.
like full of sugar, right?
both of
Regular
them are.
ketchup.
Yeah. But
I don't like ketchup at all anyway, so I'm
Really?
out on this one.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
what?
Here's one. Kick says, Robin Padilla or Bato? And I'm assuming the context is who of those two crap selections do we like better? That's a tough one. God, they're so abysmal.
Ano ulit yung ketchup na pinagpipilian natin?
so I'm thinking I would. It depends on my mood again. If I want to go with banana ketchup or if I want to go with regular
Oh, I
ketchup.
thought you meant it depends on my Bato mood or my Robin mood.
Oh, hell no.
Robin or Bato?
Sorry, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bato on this one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Bato. I just think there's a little bit more experience with government. Yes, I understand Robin has had my back on several occasions, but that's not the context. context is as leaders. I'm gonna go with Boto. I think there's a little bit more government experience there, so I'm going him. Lex?
I'm gonna go with Robin.
Why daw?
Si Robin, hindi ko pa alam kung anong
Established
hindi ko
naman.
pa alam kung hindi ko pa alam kung anong pag-iisipan
Yeah, I was
niya
gonna
ngayon.
say it's hard to decide because it's too early.
There's enough though. There's enough in this in its small amount. There's enough. Okay, so Denise, you're going Robin then as well.
No, I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking.
Kailangan nga. Kaya nga ito nga yung contest eh. Ay, ito nga yung topic eh.
Sam, how say you? Robin or Bato?
I'm just gonna go with Bato, and then if people ask it, because Mo said so, like I just went with Mo's answer.
I'm gonna copy Sam and be like, I just copied everybody's answer.
I just jumped on the train.
Oh wait, Ate Marielle is calling me.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
Jeez.
I'm kidding. Next.
Okay, let's oh gosh, what? I'm not gonna do the ketchup one. Please don't do that because I just don't eat ketchup.
Why don't you like ketchup? What are your
it's
hot
too strong.
dogs like?
It's just too strong of a flavor. No, I ate the hot dog plain, hot dog and bread. Like that's how.
Really?
Oh, well, I kind of get that. Okay.
Okay, here we go. K-pop or K-drama? What team are we on?
Ooh.
K-pop or K-drama?
K-drama.
Can you
K-pop
hear
for
my
me.
heavy breathing?
K-pop.
K-pop for me.
Hear my heavy breathing.
Yeah, this is a crossroads for you, Miss Laurel.
Even it out. Jump on my train.
Yeah.
Ako kasi kayong K-drama, kailangan mo ng subtitle para maintindihan mo. Yung K-pop, pag kumanta, you can
Still appreciate
don't
it
care
even
about
if
the lyrics, pero
the vibes.
sometimes nag-i-English din sila. Diba?
Tapos may appeal yung mga bata. Ganun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I like K-pop because it's 3 minutes. If I go K-drama, I sit there for a whole hour. So I'm gonna go K-pop over K-drama. It's just shorter. Sam, did you give an answer?
I said K-drama.
K-drama. Okay,
Yeah.
K-pop. Alex is K-pop. Denise, you got to finish this one up.
This
man.
is
Come on.
I'm horrible at this game. This is the worst
Yeah.
thing you can do to me.
Clearly.
I love
You're so
music because I sing, and then I love dramas because I act, and I appreciate them doing both. So I have no answer.
Guess
for
what?
you
You're not
guys,
Korean
man.
on either of them. So what is your
No,
preference as a
I love them both. Ah,
I know. But you gotta
So
pick
bad.
one. I love Robin and Bato. I had to pick one.
Tagambak K. Different thing, but same.
Come on, pick one.
Go
Pick
with
one.
the mood. Okay, what is today's mood telling you?
Well, since I'm doing a telenovela, maybe I'll just go with K-drama.
There
Yeah,
you go. There you go.
But then, I started with
Turn the mic.
gosh darn it.
All right.
hate this game.
Next one, guys. Throw me some here. There's so many. I just
Sisig with egg or sisig without egg?
Hey, sisig
Here,
with
here.
egg. I can answer that one easily with egg.
okay here. Ito. Chewy cookie or crunchy cookie, Sam?
Chewy.
I mean, yeah, right.
Chewy.
It could even
Chewy. Iba
What if
talaga.
we do like, the outer part is like crusty and then the center is chewy?
somebody turn off her microphone.
Ano gusto mo sa cookie? Ano gusto mo sa cookie, Denise? Ano gusto mo sa cookie? Kailangan to, basagin na natin to sa Denise para masak na to eh.
I hate-
Ano gusto mo
I
sa
hate
cookie mo?
Why does that sound bad when it's coming from you,
I
Alex?
know, I
though?
know. Alex,
Yeah.
it just almost sounds so
Ano gusto
sexual.
mo sa cookie mo?
Ano
Sounds so...
Chewy.
Chewy?
Center.
Oh my goodness, it just sounds so bad.
I have never met anyone who enjoyed a hard cookie.
Not hard,
Lex?
but like
Well,
crunchy, diba?
Like
Yeah, I know.
famous Amos is crunchy. Famous
Yeah, but
Amos.
how is a hard cookie at any point better than a chewy cookie?
Or like the cookies in the cereal. Those are crunchy. The little cookies.
Mm.
I don't know.
Chewy talaga, chewy.
Yeah.
Ooey,
Oh,
gooey,
Alex,
fine.
ano ibig
Chewy,
sabihin
fine,
doon?
chewy, ooey, gooey,
Chewy is absolutely clean house there on that one. Lex, ano to? Lights on or lights off? Ano yan? What is it? Oh, here we go.
Sex.
Radio or podcast? Radio or podcast?
Like being on
Not
for us, you mean?
Not mine. I'm not talking about mine. Just in generally speaking, what's better, radio or podcast? As a listener.
As a listener.
Yeah.
I will say podcast just because there's a lot of like specialized podcasts. So you can choose which topic
Control.
interests you
Mm-hmm.
and then really
Radio.
dig deep into that one
Mm-hmm.
if you'd like. Very customized.
Yeah.
experience.
Good answer. Good answer.
I'm with Sam on that one.
Denise podcast as well. Podcast over
Yeah.
radio. Okay.
Yep.
Radio.
Lex?
Radio.
surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah,
Gusto
not
ko yung
surprising.
habang nagda-drive ako, ayokong pag tumugtog yung, tatawa ako. Bilang papaiyakin ako. Tapos may pag-uusapan sila.
Yung radio drama ba yung pinapakinggan
Di
mo?
ba, may mga music ka na.
Yung may
mga
walang
music
iya ka.
May mga music ka na, di ba, gusto kong magulat. Oh my, wait. Kasi pagka naka-playlist ka na, di ba, sa di ba, sa mga, may podcast ka na, alam mo na pag-uusapan, ganun. Kasi alam mo yung ano nila. Pero sa radio kasi minsan magugulat ka, uy, okay to Matagal ko nang dinarinig nito, parang ganun.
I'm tough. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this one because with the podcast, you click on it because you already have timestamps. There's a synopsis, there's a breakdown. You absolutely know what's going to be talked about. And what Lex is saying is the element of surprise.
Yeah, like finding a new song. Yeah.
We have no idea what we're going to talk about on the radio at any given time. Well, I mean, I do, but you guys don't. Neither the host nor the listeners know what we're going to talk about. So that level of surprise,
See how hard it is?
Okay, I'll go podcast on this one though. Even with that, all of that, I'm going to go with podcast as well. Just the ability to just talk about anything at any point, I think, is the appeal for me. Okay, next. Elle says movies or TV series. Good one.
Series. Yeah.
Is Lex, are you frozen?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is. Like he almost looks like he was listening intently.
I don't know about intently, but listening, yes.
All right.
He Biden does.
Series or movies for you, Sam?
I will say movies just because I feel like a series is a commitment. It's a real commitment. And, the movie I can, it's a couple hours and I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Alex, movies or series?
Movies.
Why?
Gusto ko matapos kagad tong...
Okay, that's 2 votes for non-committal.
I like the series. Okay, so I love series because a movie, the most you're going to get is 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Series, you can get up to 30 hours of it, right? And sometimes you can do so much more, just the flexibility. However, because the series are a year apart before you get the next one, that kind of ruins it for me.
Like the momentum?
Yeah, the momentum and just the waiting. Again, I always say this, like, oh, the series ended. But what if I die before the next one comes out? It's a calendar year. Anything, right?
What if you die before the series gets
like
back
House of the Dragon? House of the Dragon just ended. The next one's going to be in a year and a half. What if I die? I would never get to the end.
You can float around and watch.
Yeah, I'll never know what happened to, whatever.
Saka yung series, ano ba, bumitaw ka, ano ba, mga season 4, hindi ka nanood, tapos narinig mo, pinagkukwentuhan, parang yung ex mo, na wala ka ng idea kung ano nangyari sa'yo, tapos, yeah, I used to love her, pero ano nangyari na sa kanya yun? Talaga? Parang ganun eh.
Having said all that, I have to pick a side. I'm going to say series.
Hey.
Just the ability to have that much content. 3 hours max on a movie. You can't compete with 30 hours of that material.
It's just interesting because it's for that exact same reason that I go movie. And for that reason, you go series.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Because you want start to finish, you want the whole thing. You want you want the completion.
Yeah.
It's a series. Yun nga, parang mamamatay
ka. Kung maganda yung series, okay lang yung 33 hours or whatever. Kung hindi,
you stop watching.
Napaka-demanding ng series. Di ba parang...
Tamad mo.
Grabe naman kayo.
You can't sit down on a couch and just stare at the screen for 33 hours. Ang tamad mo,
Napaka-demanding niya na parang,
you can watch it while you're on the treadmill. Like,
alam ko lang pag inipon mo yung series, halimbawa nakalabas na lahat yung isang season, okay yun. Pero yung halimbawa yung weekly siya naglalabas ng season, parang demanding mo, paghihintayin mo, tapos papanoorin kita next week.
Again, crossing over to mode.
Wala pa akong buhay.
Next. John says ito, we can do this for boys and girls, okay, with John's next one. Machong na pangit or pogi na dad bod. So we can do this. We can go hipon or may itsura pero hindi sexy. We can do both ways here on this one. So machong na pangit or well, let me ask Sam and Denise first since they're the females. Machong pangit, poging dad bod.
You first, babe.
pogging dad bod all day.
Yeah, same.
Okay, right?
I
You
don't
can
mind
fix
the
that.
dad bod.
Yeah,
I
we
actually
can train
don't-
together.
Yeah, I don't like the super muscular look.
Plus, I just think about what features our kids are gonna have,
Huh.
right?
Yeah.
It's always
A
Yeah.
mixture of
Yeah.
mine and theirs, and then like
You can
know.
fix that. Pangit is forever. So,
Oh, well, not if you got money, you can like
well, not really,
go
because
to
then you'll
Korea
throw
or
off your-
Turkey and
yeah.
like
It's very difficult to do that. You'll
Pero
you'll
iba
mess
yung
with
anak
the-
mo, lalabas pa rin sa anak mo yung totoo mong...
true.
Oo,
Diba?
tapos yung anak mo, pangit pa rin.
So, pogging dad bod.
Okay, so pogging dad bod for the girls, Alex, hipon or maganda pero hindi naman medyo, hindi siya sexy.
Maganda.
Yeah, all day. Easy.
Kasi siyempre kasama mo siya sa usapan sa restaurant. Mukha naman, hindi naman, di ba? Face to face. Maganda. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Would you guys go out with a I saw this on TikTok the other day. Would you guys ever go out with a curvy girl, like a almost plus size model type?
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, but I think we've established, Denise, that we're face guys. I mean, if you're a beautiful face, I don't care what it's
Face
attached
guys.
to.
Yes.
Face guys.
Wait, would you date pangit na dad bod? No. Let's take our first call here. Good
I
morning.
mean, if they're funny.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Ay, sorry,
Morning.
my radio.
Good job.
Okay.
yes.
So
Now-
I
now
would
we live in-
do pangit but muscular.
Pangit but muscular. Why?
Yes,
Mm.
because
You
it's
turn
a
off the lights.
style that he's very focused and disciplined.
Oh, true.
He has
True.
healthy habits.
True.
Yeah. And pag ganun, minsan
Your
gumagawa
boobs.
ko ganun. Actually, pag
Okay.
in love ka kahit pangit, guwapo.
Yeah,
eh.
true.
Wala na,
true.
wag tama na yung sagot mo na una. Wag na yung ganyan. Magpupunta tayo sa Denise. Sa Denise, ano
Yeah.
tayo? Sa Denise, ako na tayo sa...
Hey,
Pwede sa mood ko.
Daming tignan sa likod.
Oh.
naayos ang lahat. Oh, see, you guys give her a hard time. Now she left. Thank you. I didn't
Kasi
even get
diba,
your name.
ito,
We'll take the next one here. Sorry.
Yeah,
So,
no,
wait, hold on.
no,
Let's just grab this one real quick, and so
Go,
we
go.
didn't bring out, and then we'll get to you, Lex. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, who's this?
Just want to say Denise
Yes.
sounds good on the radio.
Why,
Doesn't
thank you,
she?
darling.
Bye.
Oh,
Hi, guys.
That's it.
thank you.
No answer?
What do you mean? Like whether we think you're good on the radio or not?
Sorry?
Okay. So it was the question: is you like Denise on the radio? You think she sounds great? That's what you said, right?
She sounds good on the radio.
Oh, thank
Denise
you.
is asking if she wants to weigh in on the.
Yeah, I wanted
taking
to
sides
know
thing.
if you wanted. Would you date somebody who's good looking but dad bod, or not so
Muscular
good looking
to the
but
Foggy all day.
muscular.
Foggy all day.
Foggy.
foggy
Okay,
all
okay,
day?
okay.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Kaya nga, hipon is an insult almost. I mean, sure, it could be
Oh.
it could be a compliment, but it's most often taken as an insult. You don't say naman ang pogi naman to, pero dad bod, that's not an insult. It's
Oo,
genetic
parang-
superiority.
So
Mas nakaka-insult pagka yung babae na yun na naman. Ginasify mo.
on TikTok, they're saying Mo is mowing. What does that
Mm.
mean? What does that
I mean,
mean?
Being a dick? I think it's mean. Alvin says deep voice or baby talk.
Oh goodness, I'm not really a baby
Deep
talk
voice?
kind of person.
Baby talk's been the kind of a thing here on the show, right? I mean, we've been talking about it a lot. Deep voice or baby talk? Because with the deep voice, you also get a lower energy. Right.
Wait, is this just for,
For
like the guys to weigh in?
Oh,
both.
that's a good point. No, so kung baby talk yung lalaki, tapos, I mean, why would you choose that, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay,
some
yeah,
girls
this
are
might be a
into that.
guy. This might just be a guy thing. So, sorry,
Yeah,
we'll
just the
take
two
this
of
back.
you.
Yeah, let's take it quickly. Lex, baby talk or medyo deep voice?
Deep voice ako. Siyempre.
Ooh, that sexy deep voice.
Oo, mas okay yan. Parang,
I'll take baby talk. I do enjoy the baby talk a little bit. I enjoy the lambing factor.
Get you a
in,
girl that can do both.
Yes. We got another announcement coming up here in 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. No, I kind of enjoy the baby talk. I can see why it's annoying,
Mm-hmm.
but I like the level of lambing that comes along with it. So very good. Sam, you got another announcement here, but we're about 4 minutes away from it here. So let's maybe just do one more. I don't even know what this segment is called.
This
But
or
yeah,
that?
what team?
Yeah.
Yeah, this or that. What team are we on?
Or a balance game.
Let's hold on. There's so many responses here. I need to find one. Give us one last one. I don't want to have to scroll up all the way. It's just too long.
Like a good one.
Acceptable age gap, but that's not a this or that.
Yeah. It has more. So in Korea, they
Younger
call this
or
game a
older?
balance game.
Parang younger or older?
Okay, fine. Let's go young. Okay, fine. Young. This might be two boys versus girls type of thing. But okay, fine. Sam,
Yes.
Denise. Older guy, younger guy.
Older.
That's you guys already knew the
Have you
answer.
guys dated older women?
Yeah, have you guys dated older women?
I have by months.
Alex.
Hindi lang one. Hindi yung, wag ka naman sobrang 1 year na. I mean, wag ka naman sobrang naman 1 year.
Naalala ko tuloy si Manang.
Gag! Si Manang!
Ay, pinakamasayang parte ng buhay ko nung kami pa ni Manang.
Somebody,
Pero umuwi sa probinsya eh.
Okay, here's a good. Moreno or Tisoy? Okay, Moreno, Tisoy, Tisay.
Ooh. Both.
Hindi naman pwede both.
Ito naman magboboth. Moreno. Spicy.
How's it spicy?
You gotta get a little flavor. Like, get the Moreno up.
Well, I always feel like the Tisoy has the flavor because you don't know what makes them Tisoy, right? Well, you don't know what part of the
May
world.
flavor yun kung naging moreno siya dahil may libag yan.
Kaya naging salty.
Yeah.
Parang hindi.
I mean, look. Okay, all right. Sam, Tisoy or
No, this is hard for me because I don't really have a type.
Yeah, same. I don't have that type.
Yeah.
For today lang, magkaroon ka lang ng type, Sam.
Yeah, this is all visual.
Maintindihan naman ni BF yan kung hindi siya yun.
I'll go Moreno.
Hey, that's what's
Now you're...
Rar.
Just thinking about my boyfriend.
Damage control. Is she doing damage control there on that one?
No. I know what your answer is going to be, Mo. You're going to go Tisay, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
How dare you? How dare you judge me?
Hopefully, track record, history.
By the catalog.
It is you.
Yeah,
Unanimous.
exactly, Alex.
So I didn't say banana ketchup ka kaagad. I
Flip through the Rolodex.
How rude.
Let's see the catalog. Roll, BTR.
Yeah, do some movie montages, flashbacks. All of them.
Like 20 years.
White.
I haven't heard roll BTR in like 20 years.
I know. I love it. Era ni Manang.
Di ba ganyan yan? Di ba? Roll,
Tinuro ni
BTR.
Manang sa kanya.
Tapos kayo mo, may surprise kami sa'yo. Roll, BTR. Cake ang kasunod.
Back to you, Alex.
Tapos lalabas yung partner. Uy, hindi ko alam na pupunta siya dito. Kasi kanina, nung magkasama kami sa bahay, raw siya? Pupuntahan daw siya. Di ba nasusurprisahan niya ako sa studio? Tutot mo. Birthday mo eh.
Alam mong may magsasurprise sa'yo.
By the way, Alex, all of these terminologies I haven't heard in a while, I do love them. Utot mo is one of my favorite comebacks.
Yes.
At least he didn't say neck mo. He said,
I know, but I mean, if you think about it, utot mo means nothing. I mean, really just
means your fart.
Pointless. I know, but it's so pointless. I mean, how is that even relevant as a comeback? But I love it. It just flows off the tongue as well.
Dapat ganyan sa Senado. Yung isang senador, pag wala naman sagot, utot mo!
Oh, Your Honor, I don't know, Your Honor. Utot mo!
Passion. Okay, hey, quickly, couple more. Introvert versus extrovert.
Introvert.
All day.
All day. Yeah.
All day. Laurel, what do you want? Introvert, extrovert.
Damn it. Why do you guys have to make my life so difficult?
Dude, if you say extrovert, this is the loudest couple I've gonna come up with.
Hey, no, I'm an ambi. I'm an ambivert, so.
Okay, well, that's you na naman playing both sides. Okay,
Oh my
introvert.
gosh.
It's just who I am.
To the
I get
end.
it. But you have
We need naman talaga mga extrovert type. Kailangan may extrovert.
Alex,
Kailangan.
you
Paano
see.
mag-express?
It's so funny. It's so funny. I mean, here's Denise, right? Okay, so somebody says left or right. Denise is like straight.
Hell no. It really depends. If you're asking for directions, I'll give you the right way.
Sam, sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No, because I have a feeling si Alex, although his job requires him to be an extrovert and whatnot, feeling ko introvert ka.
Totoo. Sa
See, why can't you guys see that about me? When I'm at home, I'm quiet as hell.
No, hell no.
I'm super quiet. When I'm at taping, I'm a different human being. I'm so focused on my role. I'm quiet on set. People
Focus
think
on your
I'm
role
mad.
first.
People think just because I'm not smiling, I'm galit. That's why I make an effort.
No,
When
but
I'm at home, I'm
I
super
think
quiet.
I'm similar. I think I'm similar. Now you can turn it on,
Yeah,
right? And
I'm
you can
an
turn it
Andy,
off,
right? When I'm with my friends and we're tight, like they know me, everything about me, I'm quiet and I let them like.
But don't you skew a bit more to one?
Ama, sabi, ama ka na din.
May kayo konti?
I don't know. It's. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I guess
No,
not.
Denise,
I hate you
Denise, come
guys.
on. No, listen, we're
Wow.
friends. I know there's no way in hell you're not.
You haven't spoken to me in 13 years.
No, I think you're an extrovert.
You know,
I had 3 shots of espresso.
Easy, ready, easy.
we got to know this already.
Denise reveals that Mo.
No, but
I was
no.
banned.
What's
Okay.
the reason behind the 30 years on? Roll BTR.
Movie montage, flashback, quick. Back to you, Alex.
Yes. It's a phone call.
I just okay. Oh, Sam, listen, Sam.
Yes.
Do your spiel now, and do not. By the way, do not bring up the sponsor as part of this game. Okay, on this one, guys,
What?
please, both of you.
What are you talking about?
You have an announcement to make, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah. When you're done with the announcement, can we not put the brand as part of this game? I'm just telling Alex and
Okay, okay.
Sige.
Alex,
Okay.
especially you. I don't trust
Are we
you. Go
singing
ahead.
this announcement
Ano,
again?
hindi mo
I
nire-remind yan
am.
sa akin.
Oh my goodness, I'll back you up.
Yeah. So Alex
The
missed
extrovert
it
wants to back
earlier, but the cat's out of the bag now. I'm a bussa getter.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh, okay. So if you are always on the lookout for something to eat na pasok sa budget, sakto sa tiyan, that's what is a busogera or a busogero, right? And I think that's all of us. And I'm really happy to announce that we have so many choices now sa McDo. We have the McSaver Suited Busog Meals, 99 pesos na lang for complete meals all day long in all McDo stores nationwide. For breakfast, my cheesy egg desal and longanisa meals. For lunch and dinner, my cheeseburger meal. And all day long, my crispy chicken fillet a la king, mushroom pepper steak, and chicken McDo meals. Yes, these are meals, not just a la carte, okay? So head to your nearest McDo to order McSaver Sulit Busog Meals.
I'm a cabagera.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I mean, what was it again?
Busogera.
I'm a busogera. There
I
you
guess
go.
you could do both in
Yeah,
true
yeah,
Denise
yeah.
fashion.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Man, so imagine if you were an extrovert. Like if that's the introvert energy, what more extrovert, no? Right?
Or it's a morning show. You gotta give them the energy. How do you feel? Good morning, guys. I am.
Tama yun. Tamang
I
attitude
think you're
yan.
delivering for all of us, so thank
Yeah.
you.
It's a 3 shots of espresso.
Do we have to take a break here, Sam, or should we just do a couple more and then call it a day? What do you say?
Hindi. Di ba? Tama yung attitude ni Denise. Kasi
Oo,
nga,
tama, Alex.
di ba?
Tama tayo.
Busogera, di para siyang happy meal. Di ba?
Oo,
Happy meal yung
oo.
McDo eh. So
Oo.
happy dapat tayo.
I see. Okay.
I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it.
Wow, you threw the tagline in too. I love
I
it.
know, right?
Good one.
Ano kaya ngayon?
Unagi.
Kaya niyo yun?
Unagi.
Kaya niyo yun?
Yeah,
Ano
Alex
dapat
and I
ang
are like the
extra
new
bayan?
duo. I love it.
All right. Hold on. We can't do beard or mustache because both will be out on the female.
Well, wait.
Why?
Because there
I
are
meant
some
the facial hair.
No, I said there are some
no,
women
hold on.
with beards or facial hair. You gotta choose which one would be the
Some
lesser
are
evil.
beards.
Okay, here's a good one.
Got it.
Beaches or like nature, yung mountains,
The
like
mountains.
that's beaches or that kind of mountainous nature
See,
stuff.
I'm confident. I got an answer.
What is it?
Okay.
Please, yeah.
I'm up in these beaches.
Of
Oh.
course, look at you. You're Spaniard. That's why. Like you guys, you turn red. You do the freckles. That's the thing with you. We talked about this in the past. Us brownies, we don't like the beach. Sam,
Why though? It's the best color.
mountains for you. You have to
I'll go
try
mountain, yeah.
that. Easy. Alex,
Dagat ako pa. Dagat ako all the way.
For the dagat.
Oh,
Okay,
dagat.
yeah, okay,
Pag,
fine.
pag lumayo ka ng konti, makakabalik ka kagad sa sa shore. Mountain, maligaw ka dyan, yari ka dyan.
Pag nahulog ka, yari ka.
Ang nega mo.
Walang palatandaan.
Bakit naging...
Helicopter para mahanap ka.
Sa akin,
Yeah,
ito,
talking
about a good time here.
Pare, nasa ka, nagpa-mountain watching ako, pare. Ang gaganda ng mga mountain attire ng mga babae dito, pare.
Bird watching.
Pare,
They look so good in their 3 layers of outfit.
Pero, I want a mountain with a body of water. Like a lake
Oh,
nearby.
that's pretty. Yeah,
Oh,
with a little waterfall.
Or like a river.
And you can jump in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna while the both of you guys can sunbathe, Sam O and I are gonna be hiking. And that's my answer
But I do
on that.
love to
Camp.
think on the mountaintop. though.
Food.
This game is the hardest game
Okay,
of my life.
one last round. Summer. Well, when I put some mainit eh. It's always hot here. I was gonna say summer,
Yeah.
winter, but that's
can't
difficult.
think in the heat.
Online
Yes, too.
shopping daw or physical? Yung ano? Yung sa, sabi niya, online or physical?
I like this one. This is one. Okay.
Depends what I'm buying.
Online shopping or in-store shopping?
Depends what I'm buying.
Walang
As a
defense.
curvy
in general.
Yeah, you just somebody has to win.
Physical.
Yeah.
I'll go physical.
Me too.
Because I get to try on the stuff, look at the stuff, touch it, feel it, smell it, taste it, whatever. And then I get to get my cardio in. So win-win.
True that.
Win-win, baby.
As a curvy girl, I need to fit it because sometimes
Yeah, the clothes is what
the fit is everything.
Yeah, it's the clothes shopping that I can pretty much never do online.
These
I
hips,
think. They don't lie.
this booty,
For comedians, online shopping.
Imagine if a guy
For comedians, online shopping. Para pag na-receive mo, it's a comedy.
Imagine if a guy said that, right? They'd be like, "Yeah, I really need to be in store. You know, these balls. They
They need a good sack, you know? The pencil cases just need to be the right size. The banana hammocks, yeah, they got
Okay,
it right.
I'm definitely online selection, the price and the selection, and the fact that then I don't have to go outside and see other humans. Online,
Introvert. Very introvert tayo, di ba mo?
yeah, way to go. Online all day. It's so easy.
Online.
So easy.
So, di ba yung surprise minsan? Oh my God, ang ganda nito. Oh my God, ang pangit pala talaga.
Although the
Yeah,
pandemic did really teach me to love like getting things while lying down. It's like,
Not just online,
Yeah.
while lying
while
down.
lying down in my pajamas. Like,
Yes.
that's
Okay,
like,
fine. Last talaga. Last.
Okay,
last.
City, living in the city or living in the province. Oh, this is so easy. Oh my
City.
God. Okay, Lex, city. of course.
City.
course.
City.
Denise, city. No? Oh, no. Wait.
Sabihin
Denise, you never know.
province,
Yeah,
Denise.
you never know. You never know.
No. When was the last time you lived in the province?
I mean, every time I go somewhere, I just want to end up buying a house there and just staying
I
there.
was gonna say, what about buying a province? I mean, with you,
Hey, as a single mom, I wish I had that kind of bread. I
Yeah.
would, but
your family's on money. Okay, so
Stop.
just buy. Okay,
no,
go.
mine is mine and theirs is theirs.
Yes.
But
Grabe.
damn, this is so
Meron
hard.
So
Meron silang
Why?
mind.
So you're the type who
Meron
could
silang mind, meron silang
live.
theirs. Wow, what a privilege.
Hey, guess what? KSH does not visit Samar. Okay.
I know, but the energy though, and the vibes, and like the fresh air. Well, not really
for
fresh.
a short time, like it's beautiful.
The zen, my skin would be so nice, my hair would be so nice.
But can you live there?
Fine, city.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
There you
city,
go.
easy.
City.
Easy. Like man, like
City.
Oh, naman kung parehong suitors yung yung pinag-uusapan niya. Alam mo talagang gusto kita.
See, I never have that problem because I never have
But I'm
suitors.
going with the bad boy.
Oh, please.
I don't know what it is here in the Philippines. It's not my market.
You're not dating right now.
No, hell no.
it would be like that. Busted ba ako or are you gonna?
I never had that problem.
I don't know. Kasi on one side na,
Hindi ako
Like-
mabenta dito. Like even when I was younger,
That's not true. What are you talking about? You're
nobody would make me
gorgeous.
ligaw. I'd be the one watching all my friends' stuff, and then they'd have like guys. But
You're
I think
a
they're
professional
scared of
third
me.
wheel?
Oh.
Yeah, I think they'd just be scared of me or something. I wish mabenta ako
Are you
dito.
medyo parang clueless?
No naman.
No.
mabaho ka. Like, I mean,
Ang baho ng pagsabi mo ng baho. But no, I actually smell really, really good. If you like
So what is
vanilla, caramel,
Oh.
coconut, that's
No,
me.
baka you just don't realize.
Baka naman masama ugali mo.
Panati naman ako nakangiti. Good Lord. But it's okay, I'm not looking anyway. It's just weird na hindi ako mabenta dito sa sarili kong bansa.
I don't think that's true, D. I don't
Hindi
think
totoo
that's
yan.
true.
Baka sa tagig.
wait, you want to do a topic? Why do people not like this?
Oo, di ba?
You know what's crazy? It's mostly girls that like me.
Well,
So mabenta ka sa Tibo with that group.
Yeah. But guys
Mabenta ka
out
sa
here
mga-
know. But when I'm in other countries, yeah, like
Which is why
That
you're
sounds
saying
funny
like
saying.
your market's not here.
yeah,
I
dito
don't
sa
think
Pinas
that's
parang
true, D.
hindi dito.
Hindi. No.
Anyway,
Tama nagpupunta kasi. Pupunta ka doon sa...
kasalanan ko pala, Alex. Akala ko pa naman duo
Tapos
tayo
kahit naman
dito.
yung- Paano na lang yung nakikinig dito na medyo hindi naman kasing ganda mo, lalong nawala. Kapag kasi na lang konti pag-asa, sabi mo ikaw may mali. Na hindi ka
Sige,
naglalabas,
ako
hindi ka
na.
nagpupunta sa mga lugar.
Ako
Di ba?
na. Mabaho ako, guys. Mabaho ako at masama yung ugali ko. Hey, my Tagalog sounded really good right there. though.
Yeah. Is it a telenovela?
I think it's a telenovela.
Galing.
Yeah, nice one.
Hindi ko alam kung ano pinasa.
I think you guys are gonna love having me here on the show.
I think you should take it down
wow,
to
you
2
just hired
espresso
yourself.
shots next time.
Hey,
Okay?
look at that. She just hired herself. Everybody, look
Yeah.
at that. Fantastic.
Are you kidding me? I'm doing this for free.
What days are you most available?
Mondays.
Yeah, join us every Monday.
Yeah. This helps me.
Nag-double vitamin C nga ako para makarating lang sa kung nasaan si Denise.
Ilang shot.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. We appreciate you so much. Want to thank Bam for dropping by. Everybody on playback.tv/goodtimes streaming with us here, as well as all of you listening to your radios. Interacting with us. We appreciate it. It's the start of a week, so we've got a good week ahead. So make sure to hang out with us tomorrow again at 6 a.m. Alex, any last kind of things you want to throw out there before we say goodbye?
Utot mo.
Just check my website, alexcalia.com and thecomicgroup.com. Parang last message ko ba? Si Denise baka may sasabihin para sa
How about you? How about you? Denise? Anything
I just wish everybody a great and prosperous week. Check out my YouTube and on my socials. It's D_Laurel. Thank you for having me. I hope you guys had fun.
See you on
Abang
Monday.
babating someone special ngayon para
Hindi siya mabenta eh. Bakit
Hindi
naman
ako
yung-
mabenta. Dinidiin mo pa? Alex? Huh? Just kidding.
Sam, anything you want to throw out there?
Let's go home na? Yeah.
For Alex, for Sam, of course, little vitamin D here for Denise. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 a.m. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Good times.